What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, my peoples? I want to talk about this one. So, we got to get into this. So, two-time welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Showtime Shawn Porter, who y'all know I adore. But Shawn, I got to get you. Shawn, you my guy, but I got to get you. Because, Shawn, you contradicted yourself, bro. Champ, you contradicted yourself. And I know why you did it. I know where you're coming from. You was coming from a place of, I know what happened, right? This is what happened. Shawn Porter is very close to Keith Thurman, people. He's very close to Keith Thurman. And so, when everybody started talking about, see, it was okay when we talk about Boots versus Terrence Crawford or Boots versus Earl. He's not that close to them, right? But he's very close to Keith Thurman. So, it all factors in, right? Shawn didn't like the fact that everybody's saying Keith will get stopped by Boots. Jay Stevens, Julius Thomas, King Jr., Anthony Fitzgerald, Jesse R., Ellis, a.k.a. Tag, Revarius Jones, Mark West, Juan Lara, what's going on? John Merriweather, Meet the Kindles, T Busy TV, what's going on? Do me a favor, baby, my red speaker. Can't tell somebody bring it to me. So, salute to all my peopleizations in the building. So we got to get into this, right? Shawn didn't like that. He don't like that, the fact that everybody is saying that he'll stop Boots Ennis. So I got confused when I heard this. I mean, Boots Ennis will stop Keith Thurman, right? Smash the like button. Mr. Moet said no. Tay Brown, peace of blessings. Jafari Season, Marcus Rose, Euphorbio Dave, L. Won't Fail, Pete Machinio, Corey Brown, what's going on? Boots passes the eye test by far. Derek Walker, what's going on? And he passed the eye test for Shawn Porter as well. Let y'all hear what Shawn Porter initially had to say. Miss Put Together, peace of blessings, Queen. Stephen Taylor, music shown by Music TV. Marshall Law, DP Rocker, Big Homie J. Rel, Derek Walker, Keith Marcel, Poe Porter, DC Cash, what's going on? Now, y'all know I love Shawn Porter. So, Shawn, you know I love you. You know you my guy, but I got to get you. Nobody's exempt from getting got over here at Blue Blood. James, what's going on? The truth has to always come out. Knowles 2321, Corey Brown, Freddie Jimenez, DP Rocker, my brother, what's going on? Chris Brooks, what's going on? Devin Blocker, what's going on? Irvin Green, what's going on? DP Rocker said, where's the lie? What you mean? Buddha Bang, what's going on? DP Rocker, what you mean, where's the lie? Irvin Green, what's going on? Big Footprints, what's going on? Alex Dominic, what's going on? Right? Nagario, what's going on? M. Ray the Boss, my brother, what's going on? My brother Mike Biggs Boxing in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Mike Biggs Boxing. He said in the super chat, he said they got the JV team playing for the Nets, Blue. Man, I'm done with the Nets, man. I'm done with the Nets, bro. He said Boots was on a whole different level the first time. Sure did. So we going to get into this. Erica Bailey, what's going on? Because y'all know Blue don't miss a thing. I'm like, y'all remember on the Players Club, he did, Blue, everything you do. Right? Onion 77, John Merriweather, N.O. Boxing, what's going on? Mustafa Malik, Roro Original Walker, what's going on? Mustafa Malik, brother super chat. Porter's right. Boots for no real champ yet. Okay. So I knew you was coming with that, right? Boxing News DC, Carver Williams, Debo A, what's going on? Dr. Tobacco Robs, what's going on? Truly Israel, Marcus Redmond, what's going on? See, I knew Mustafa Malik was going to say that because he don't like Boots, right? Crunch Time Sports, what's going on? Wendell Aline, what's going on? Mr. J, what's going on, brother in Super Chat? Love the grind, Blue. Floyd mentally because it's the like does Blue sleep salute. Oh, Floyd mentality because it's like does Blue sleep salute. Also the Thurman, but also like Thurman, but realize now Boots Crawford stopped him before 6 rounds. Yeah. So now let's listen to this, right? I had to, I love Shawn. I just told y'all I love Shawn. Knows I love Shawn. Shawn knows this. He knows this. I show Shawn nothing but love. 614, Hamilton Steel, Cowboy, what's going on? Dub _ right side, Victor Oliver, what's going on? Shawn knows I love him. I show Shawn nothing but love. He knows this. Peace be free. What's going on? And this ain't personal. This is just the truth. Jose Verge. What's going on? Peace be free. What's going on? But Shawn, just in October, great brother, and you know I was going to get you. Shawn knew I was going to get him. Will Smith, Marky Dan 123, Just Being E, Buddy Love, what's going on? He knew I was going to get him. And Shawn, I love you, brother, but you contradicted yourself. And all in, Shawn, what you did was you did feelings over facts. Classy Mag, Boxing Boy Nation, what's going on? James Allen Cooper, Brent Lawson, what's going on? Shawn, what you did, you exhibited feelings over facts. Jay Stevens, what's going on? Because of your relationship with Keith Thurman. Kevin Thomas, what's going on? Okay? Because right after the Thomas Delorme fight, Big Footprints, what's going on? Because right after the Thomas Delorme fight, Xavier Cornish, what's going on? This is what Shawn Porter had to say. Let's listen to this, okay? Reggie Russian, what's going on? You such a Thurman hater, bro. Okay, somebody else that don't know nothing about boxing. Reggie Russian, watch this now. Don't time him out. Don't block him. Don't do anything because I got nothing but time today. You entered at a bad time, Reggie Russian, right? Because I'm in that mode. You was better off doing it later, past days or so. CB Black, brother in Super Chat, Yo Blue, Shawn the same one that compared Boots to Roy Jones. I'm from Philly, so you know I got to rock with Boots. Yeah, that's what he said. So Reggie Russian, he just said, you're such a Keith Thurman detractor. Reggie Russian, you're such a MPWTF, Pool Counter Boxing. Cassandra, peace and blessings, queen. Cowboy Cho, what's going on? Jay Stevens, what's going on? Dre Tolbert, A. Louis, Stephen Taylor, what's going on? Freddie Yimiez, Fighting Sports TV, what's going on? So, brother, since you caught me today, Reggie Rushing, explain to me how am I a Keith Thurman detractor? Kurt Kerr, what's going on? Matt Trez, what's going on? Brent Lawson, Devin Blocker, Stephen Taylor, Twin D, my brother. So go ahead, Reggie Rush. Thurman wanted 8-ounce gloves for Barrios. Barrios wanted 10. Cool. Let me ask you this, Reggie Russian, right? So now Reggie Russian, you said Thurman wanted 8-ounce gloves and Barrios wanted 10, right? Just wanted to check with you. Make sure. Yes or no? Give me a thumbs up. Yes or no? The SS family. What's going on? Big Pooh. What's going on? Ellis, a.k.a. Tag, my brother in Super Chat. Porter mentally has retired from boxing. Sure has. Reggie Russian, go ahead and tell me. You said Thurman wanted 8-ounce gloves. Mario Barrios wanted 10. And so your point is what? But Big Texas Clay Smith, what's going on? I just wanted the Rainman 2 side. What's going on? Mr. Valentine, what's going on? Hoodism 3, what's going on? Billy Ray 5417, Slime Season TV, Randy Ridley, what's going on? Matt Trez, what's going on? So Reggie Russian, come on in here. And I need y'all. We have 530 people. John Legene, what's going on? Cincinnati Fins fan, what's going on? Crane Enterprise, what's going on? We have 515 people. And we have 200 likes. Mr. Moet. Okay, so you said that, right? Salute to Mr. Moet, brother in Super Chat. Boots defeats every top fighter at 147. Yes, sir. I think he has a chance to, yes. Dean's Controversy Boxing, what's going on? Darwin Robinson Sr., what's going on? So, Reggie Russian, you say yes. Okay, cool, Reggie Russian. Now, Reggie Russian. Who's the A-side, Reggie Russian? You said Thurman wanted 8-ounce. Mario Barrios wanted 10. Who's the A-side? Salute to my brother A1 Hoop Zone, my brother Manuel H. Jay Lynn, peace and blessings to you, Queen. How you doing today? Chilltown Major, what's going on? Go subscribe to the basketball channel. Emmanuel, let's do it tomorrow. Do the show at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, this is moving. Fizzazz. Emmanuel, drop the link in the chat one more time. Hold on. I got it. Go subscribe to the basketball channel. Right? So Reggie Russian. Who's the A-side, Reggie Russian? Barrios was afraid of move. I didn't ask you that. Don't talk about hypothetically because you don't know what Barrios was thinking. Now, Reggie Russian, but I'm going to ask you, who was the A-side? Antonio Matthews, what's going on? Dr. Pablo said, what's going on? Urban Green, what's going on? Because you came here and you placed a jacket on me that don't fit. The big homie, what's going on? Hillside Mobile, what's going on? Go subscribe to the basketball channel. Just pinned it up in the chat. We have 550 people and we have 200 likes. Get the likes up to 500. GB Lifetime Video. video. What's going on? Mario Alien Sr., what's going on? So Reggie Rushing, Devontae Richardson, my brother, what's going on? All good. Reggie Rushing, tell us, who's the A side? LL, what's going on? Panama Jack, brother in the super chat. Panama City tapping in. Salute to Panama City. Reggie Rushing, go ahead. Tell us, Reggie Rushing. Let's move quick. Maurice, Mr. Grind, what's going on? Fat Bull 771, what's going on? Chris Gold 713, the clock. Peace be free. What's going on? Chris Ray, what's going on? Frankie C31, what's going on? Dre Tobin, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, peace and love, King. Just showing some love. Shout out to you and your kings and queens. Y'all hit the like button. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Oh, and I wanted to show y'all something, just so y'all know. I wanted y'all to see this. Just so y'all know. Reggie Rushing. Ready, Reg, 911, what's going on? My brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. Cyrus Gaston, what's going on? King Yak 7, what's going on? Reggie Rushing, where you at, people? Get the likes up. He said in Nevada, both. I didn't ask you about Nevada. See, you walking me around the block. I'm going to ask you again, Reggie Rushing. Who was the A side? Who was the B side? So now Nevada counts, okay? The last time I checked, Canelo fights in Nevada, doesn't he? So when Canelo fights in Nevada, isn't there still an A side and a B side when Canelo fights in Nevada? Yes or no, people? Derek Walk, what's going on? See, because he's getting ready trying to walk me around the block. I talk about Nevada this and Nevada. Miss Aisha, peace and blessings, queen. When you fight in Vegas, right? Canelo fight in Vegas. Floyd Mayweather fight in Vegas. Terrence Crawford just fought in Vegas. Errol Spence's fought in Vegas. Devin Haney just fought in Vegas. And they all the A side. Don't try to walk me around the block and act like, well, because of Vegas. No, I ain't trying to hear that. I asked you a simple question. Who is the A side and who is the B side? So since you're talking about Vegas, let me ask you a simpler question. Who you thought made more money on Saturday night? Keith Thurman or Mario Barrios? Who was the headliner? Who was the draw? Keith Thurman or Mario Barrios? Come on, Reggie Rushing. Go ahead. Okay, so is there an A side or B side? So I asked you a question. Was Keith Thurman the A side or the B side? Yes or no? Which one was he? You get ready to start telling me a story about what Keith Thurman and them told you about over here in Vegas. Bro, that's everywhere. I'm asking you a question, right? Was Keith Thurman the A side? Yes or no? J Walsh 4, brother in Super Chat, April 16th, AT&T Stadium, Big Fish back, strap season, man down, the truth. Yes, sir. Shy Focus, my brother, BC, what's going on? Come on, Reggie Rushing, because I got things to get to. Smokey 1235, Sylvester Sound in 2011, what's going on? Julian Coolin said 86, my brother. What's going on? Come on, Reggie Rushing. Since you came here, oh man, you don't like Keith Thurman. Never said that. Because see, this is what happens. When I tell you the truth, that turns into, man, you don't like Keith Thurman. What did I say that told you I didn't like Keith Thurman? DMX Earl Simmons, what's going on? When did I ever tell anybody I didn't like Keith Thurman? Thurman didn't fight over the gloves, A side. I didn't ask you the question, brother. I didn't ask you the question. You brought that up. So I'm asking you a question and you're refusing to answer it, brother. So I'm going to ask you again. See, because this is where the waters get muddy. And this is when I start to get frustrated. So I'm asking you again, because now you're walking me around the block to try to not to answer the question, because you know where this is going. On the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Seeing. Go subscribe to my brother On the Mic with Terrence Bailey Seeing. Terrence dropped the link. Facts Old Feelings, what's going on? So now you're trying to walk me around the block. I'm not ready to exercise. On Monday, I didn't start my New Year's resolution. Mine's going to start on Monday. So I'm asking you a question. Don't walk me around the block because I ain't ready to work out yet. You just said that Keith Thurman wanted 8-ounce gloves and Mario Barrios wanted 10. Okay, so I'm asking you a question, Reggie Rushing, because you said, Judah Ben Israel, what's going on? You just came here and you placed a jacket on me that don't fit. You were better off taking a different approach. William Taggart, what's going on? So I'm asking you again, Reggie Rushing, was Keith Thurman the A side, yes or no? Grant Highsmith, what's going on? LD Giles Jr., what's going on? Yes or no? You keep saying he takes hiatus when he was injured. Brother, Reggie Russian. See, this is what I'm telling you, right? Every fighter is injured. Every fighter has some sort of health issues. He was injured. His injuries that he suffered, brother, didn't cause Keith Thurman to be out the ring for 2.5 years. It didn't cause him to be out the ring for 2.5 years, brother. Okay? Miss B, peace and blessings to you. Okay? She said he answered you multiple times. Yes. Okay, so if Keith Thurman was the A side, then Keith Thurman opted to allow Mario Barrios to wear 10-ounce gloves. So he wasn't against it. So then when you come here talking about, well, Keith Thurman wanted 8-ounce. If Keith Thurman wanted 8-ounce gloves, he would have fought in 8-ounce gloves. Keith Thurman didn't want to wear 8-ounce gloves. Keith Thurman was convinced, and Keith Thurman was confident that it didn't matter what the glove size was. So don't tell me Keith Thurman wanted 8-ounce gloves, because if Keith Thurman wanted 8-ounce gloves, guess what he would have did? He would have wore 8-ounce gloves. When Floyd Mayweather wants something, he's going to get it. When Devin Haney wants something, he's the A side, he's going to get it. When Canelo Alvarez wants something, he's the A side, he's going to get it. When Errol Spence wants something, he's the A side, he's going to get it. When Terrence Crawford wants something, he's the A side, he's going to get it. If Keith Thurman wants something, he's the A side, he would have gotten it. When Shawn Porter wants something, he's the A side against Sebastian Familia, he's going to get it. So when you come here talking about Keith Thurman wanted 8-ounce, no, Keith Thurman didn't care what gloves he wore. Period. So when y'all come here and make up excuses, and well, it was the 10-ounce gloves. It was the 10-ounce glove. Mario Barrios. No. AJXNI, what's going on? Talib Cunningham, what's going on? Keith Thurman didn't want no 8-ounce gloves. Don't tell me he wanted 8-ounce gloves, because if he wanted 8-ounce gloves, he would have pushed for 8-ounce gloves and he would have wore 8-ounce gloves. And let me, that guy George, what's going on? Brandon Taylor, what's going on? Talib Cunningham, my brother, what's going on? And let me enlighten you about something, right? He didn't have to fight Mario Barrios. So if it came down to Mario Barrios or somebody else, Keith Thurman could have fought somebody else. And best believe, never on topic, what's going on? And best believe, DVT game, what's going on? Todd New Life, what's going on? They always have somebody else on deck because an injury can happen. So anything can happen where they have to replace their opponent at the last second. So there's always somebody flew in and is on deck. So if Mario Barrios refused and said, I got to wear 10-ounce gloves, then Keith Thurman could have moved on. It wasn't that serious that Keith Thurman fought Mario Barrios, because nobody was calling for Keith Thurman to fight Mario Barrios. The Ken Dub 718, what's going on? Burgess Meredith, what's going on? Jay Stevens, what's going on? Nobody called for or foreseeing Keith Thurman fight Mario Barrios, brother. King Tut 318, what's going on? Nobody was calling for Keith Thurman to fight Mario Barrios. Was you calling for Keith Thurman to fight Mario Barrios? Okay, so if at the end of the day, how can Mario Barrios stand on his square and say, man, we're going to wear 10-ounce gloves and we ain't fighting? Well, we ain't fighting. Who is Mario Barrios? He's coming off of a knockout loss to a super featherweight. Dilla Vader X, what's going on? Billy Hall, what's going on? So please explain to me why he wore 10-ounce gloves. Because he chose to wear 10-ounce gloves, brother. Don't act like Mario Barrios put him in 10-ounce gloves and that's why bro, please stop. You missed me with it. You're on the wrong platform for that. That don't work here, bro. King Brown, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, I believe Crawford gets by all of those fighters, but he's letting too much time pass. Yeah, Father Time is undefeated, brother. Father Time is undefeated. Jerry Johnson, brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in Super Chat. Blue, what's good, bro? Sounds like Shawn Porter ain't done yet. No, I don't think Shawn gonna fight again. Dion L. Smith, what's going on? So Reggie Reg, when you said, oh man, you don't like Keith Thurman, right? He said Thurman chose Barrios. So if Thurman chose Barrios, right? See, this is the stuff that don't even make sense. So if Thurman chose Barrios, then how can Barrios demand anything? Thurman gave him the opportunity. Barrios didn't give him the opportunity. Barrios was making his debut at welterweight against a former unified champion with only one loss to a legend. You trying to tell me, Gary, what's going on? In what world does it, the clear A side, okay? Jake Goldman's 3190. What's going on? The clear A side and Keith Thurman can't choose his gloves? Come on, people. Come on, man. Stop it. Monkey there, 123. Brother in Super Chat said these Thurman fans were Bud fans in disguise. That's why they keep popping up out of nowhere. Bro, I ain't never seen this before. You right, Monkey Dan. Where they come from? Kevin Thomas, brother in Super Chat. Blue, keep busting them upside the head with the truth. For sure. So somebody show me. Right? Somebody show me how we get. First of all, I'm going to stop right here. Ain't no way we got 800 people here and 400 likes. That ain't it. That ain't it. Bruce Leroy, what's going on? I don't know where they do that at, but they don't do that here. Alex DeMarco, what's going on? No, sir. I'll wait. Ain't no way we got 800 people here and we got 400 likes. Nah. 400 detractors? Nah. No, sir. Thurman just wanted Barrios in the ring. It was an easy fight to look good in. So why didn't he look good in it? So, okay. Now watch this now. See what I'm talking about? So he said Thurman chose Barrios. Now watch this now. He said, man, you don't like Keith Thurman. But Keith Thurman cherry-picked Mario Barrios to look good against. And didn't look that good, in your words. And you okay with that. But in any other instance, you'll be the person, because I'm sure you're Errol Spence detractor, or Terrence Crawford detractor, or Boots detractor, right? You'll be that guy, man, Errol Spence need to fight the best. Terrence Crawford need to fight the best. But you just admitted that Keith Thurman cherry-picked the opponent to look good against, and didn't even look that good. That's your words, not mine. You just said that. Hector Onterios, what's going on? Lions and Wolves, what's going on? Robert Monroe Jr., what's going on? You just said Keith Thurman chose. So he chose Mario Barrios as a showcase fight. And Mario Barrios was able to say, if I don't wear these gloves, we not fighting. Oh, most people thought he looked in the fight. No, most people didn't think that. Only you. Phil J 508, what's going on? Not most people. Don't put that on most people. Speak for yourself. Kid Chocolate T713, what's going on? Speak for yourself, brother. Don't say most people. Don't say most people. No, you thought he looked great because you are a huge Keith Thurman fan and you are emotionally attached to Keith Thurman. So it's not facts over feelings. It's feelings over facts. The commentary thought he looked good in the fight. I don't care what the commentary thought because I ain't even listened to the commentary. Ahmad Latif, what's going on? My commentary was off, brother. So it don't matter what the commentary thought. The commentary also tells you a lot of things that's not happening that your own eyes can see. Donald Favors, what's going on? Funny. Now watch this now. Boston Truth Serum, what's going on? Oh, this is how Floyd Mayweather said, easy work. Easy work. Brother, you just said Keith Thurman looked phenomenal. That's funny because Keith Thurman himself didn't even think he looked phenomenal. Uh-oh. Keith Thurman himself said he gave himself a C. And it wasn't a good performance. What he expected. Uh-oh. How you saying he had a spectacular performance, but he himself is saying it wasn't that great of a performance? Go ahead, brother. Tell us. Now explain that. Ron Mayberry, what's going on? Groza, what's going on? John Moore, what's going on? Cavanello, what's going on? Your boy Trav 904, what's going on? Go ahead, brother. Now explain that one. We'll wait. William Quick, what's going on? Steve Travago, what's going on, great brother? Don't worry, Steve. You got 3 hours with me. Reggie Rushing, what happened? What happened, great brother? Professor X, what's going on? Tech RD, what's going on? Hard Knock Doc, what's going on? He said he elaborated on his comment. Did you listen? Hard Knock Doc, are you referring to me, brother? He said, I'll answer you. I didn't see it. Contender Regime Boxing, what's going on? Javante One Time Davis, what's going on? Water Breaks, what's going on? Hard Knock Doc. What do you mean? First of all, how can I listen if I'm reading something? King Judah, what's going on? I can't listen to anything because I can't hear nothing he said. So when you said he answered you, he elaborated, did you listen? Did I listen to what? I can't hear nothing he said. Ramses Piper, what's going on? James Allen Cooper, what's going on? Let's understand that. Little Bounce Bright, Valdecris, what's going on? DeJuan Ennis, what's going on? Rashid Hill, what's going on? So I can't listen to anything he said. I can only read what he said, right? See how that works? Malcolm saying, what's going on? Floyd, what's going on? And if I did read what he said, then I wouldn't ask him to answer the question, now would I? So clearly I missed what he said. And get the likes up. We got 850 people. We should have 850 likes. Central Romney, what's going on? I see you, Amy, what's going on? I just looked at my watch. I got time today. Zach Knapp, what's going on? I just looked at my watch. I got time today. Billy Hall, what's going on? I told the brother you were better off trying this a couple of days ago. I'm in a good mood today, bro. Get the likes up to 850. Smash the like button. Devin Blocker, what's going on? No, Jalen, I want to keep him around for some more. Contender Regime Boxing, what's going on? The brother told me, man, all you do, but can't explain, right? James Aaron, what's going on? See, Alex Naive, what's going on? See, Jalen, see, I always like to reveal the emotional side in everybody. See, he came here, and he said, man, all you do is dislike on Keith Thurman. Huh? I said that wasn't Keith Thurman's standards for me. I said Keith Thurman clearly won the fight, but I thought Keith Thurman could have done a lot better in the fight. But this brother came here, and the first thing he said was, man, all you do is dislike on Keith Thurman. So I asked him to show me how did I dislike on Keith Thurman, and the first thing he brought up was Keith Thurman wanted 8-ounce gloves, and Barrios wanted 10-ounce gloves. What that have to do with me when you saying that he didn't I missed some super chats? What that got to do with Ready Raj? What's going on? Facts Old Films, brother in super chat. He said the troll out. Rashid Hill learned the game. I didn't even see what he said, but I got to get to the topic at hand. My brother Marky Dan 123, brother super chat. My boy Reggie stayed loyal to Keith through everything. That's loyalty, champ. Salute to him. Yeah, he tried. He tried. King Brown, brother super chat. Keith Thurman was finished after the Pacquiao fight. I don't want to say he was finished. I just think that he could have had a way better performance. I have more. My expectations of Keith Thurman are much higher than what I witnessed this past weekend. Mustafa Malik, brother super chat. Blue, you got to respect Thurman. He is still top 5. Never said he wasn't. So what are you talking about? See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't understand where y'all be coming on with these slogans, because that's what it is. Classy Mag, what's going on? I view it as a slogan. So where did you come up? ABM, what's going on? Where did you, Mustafa Malik, where did I say that Keith Thurman wasn't top 5? Where did I say Keith Thurman wasn't good? See, here's the problem. When I point out, right? When I point out the obvious, right? Because y'all are dealing with feelings over facts, right? And instead of you listening to what I'm saying, you immediately got emotional, right? And so you couldn't understand what I said. When did I say Keith Thurman wasn't a good fighter? When did I say Keith Thurman wasn't top 5 welterweights? When did I say that? Somebody point to me, Central Ronnie, what's going on? When I said that? No, see, this is what I would tell Keith Thurman. See, I expect the skill set and the ability of Keith Thurman, I expect more from Keith Thurman. So when y'all come here talking about, man, Keith Thurman was out because of injuries. Well, the injuries that he sustained, Keith Thurman was out in the street playing and shadow boxing and doing all types of stuff in the street. He should have been preparing to box. Malik Woody, what's going on? Zach Knapp, brother in Super Chat. Mario Barrios was in the ring with Boots instead. Them, imagine Boots, Vision Music Group, what's going on? Imagine that was Boots instead of Keith Thurman, right? And Boots had that performance. Emmanuel Pettigrew, what's going on? Oakland Woods, what's going on? I want y'all to imagine that now. Edward Sanchez, Louis Bay, what's going on? Joshua Wright, what's going on? See, these dudes will be here. Great forever, what's going on? Get the likes up. We need the likes to be at 900. Smash the like button right now. We got 650 likes and we got 870 people here. Get the likes all the way up. So now here's the thing. Blue Cooks, what's going on? If that was Jaron Ennis in the ring instead of Keith Thurman and that exact performance, and Jaron Ennis was showing vulnerabilities to the body and everything, the first thing y'all will be coming here saying is, see, he's overrated. Jay, what's going on? That's the first thing you will be saying. He's overrated. Brother Jay, here we go. But did Boots come off a 2.5-year layoff? Okay. Let me ask you a question, Jay. Because I know, and then watch this. His response is going to be, well, he ain't him. You can't, they ain't the same. Zealous Newton, what's going on? Jay Gomes, 3190, what's going on? Errol Spence came off of a 14-month layoff and a horrific car accident that he suffered. Had to go through rehab. Didn't even know if he was going to walk. There was so many questions. And he fought a top welterweight in the world, a world-class fighter, a 2-division champion in Danny Garcia. And off of that loss, when Keith Thurman was active, watch this now. When Keith Thurman was active and fought Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman struggled with Danny Garcia more than Errol Spence did coming off a 14-month layoff after that car accident, and Errol Spence went in there and made it look easy. Keith Thurman, you saying he had a 2.5-year layoff by choice. Keith Thurman told you he was coming back in the spring. Keith Thurman told you he was coming back in the summertime. Keith Thurman told you he was coming back in the wintertime. He was coming back in the fall, then in the wintertime. Guess what Keith Thurman did? He stayed out the whole year. And when asked about the injuries, he said he didn't have no injuries. He told you he was coming back in the spring of 2021. He told you he was coming back in the summer of 2021. He told you he was coming back in the fall of 2021. He told you he was coming back in the winter of 2021. And what did Keith Thurman do? Come back in 2022. And he told you he didn't even have injuries. So that was by choice. That's by choice. Because according to Keith Thurman himself, he said that he was healthy. The healthiest he's ever been, and that he was coming back in the spring, in the summer, in the fall, and in the winter. Why didn't he come back? So when y'all trying to speak for him, talking about, well, he had a 2-year layoff. Well, why? Why? Why did he have a 2-year layoff? And I'm talking to y'all. Zach Knapp, brother in Super Chat, non-boo sleep Barrios in less than 6 rounds. Coach Show Drive Race Ball, Marvin Joseph, what's going on? This is what Keith Thurman told you himself. But here y'all come because you're dealing with feelings over facts. Right? You're trying to tell us, well, it was because of the layoff. Did Boots have a layoff? Why would he? Vision Music Group, brother in Super Chat. Much love to you. Now, watch this now. Keith Thurman came off of a non-injury layoff. Errol Spence came off of an injury we saw that he may not even be the same physically in real life outside of his sport. A17 Boston B, what's going on? Classy Man, G Cole, what's going on? Floyd Caldwell, what's going on? And he fought a 9. Everybody told Errol Spence to take a tune-up. Errol Spence said, I'm not taking no tune-up. I want to fight the best. So now you talking, well, he y'all always got a reasoning for something. Well, did Boots have a 2-year layoff? Khalid Mays, what's going on? Full movie episode, what's going on? Ramses Piper, brother, super chat. Thurman is looking for a retirement check. Okay, and I'm glad you said that. And now, Ramses Piper, he's back, right? Thank you, Ramses Piper. I thank you for saying that. Fredson, what's going on? Thank you for saying that. So Keith Thurman is back. And now when asked about Terrence Crawford, what's the first thing Keith Thurman says? From here on out, it's a business. This is Keith Thurman. Don't duck me, son. This is Keith Thurman. I ain't afraid to let it go. This is Keith Thurman. I got one loss and I ain't losing again one time. This is what Keith Thurman has been saying. I'm a fighter. I'll fight anybody when they send the contract. Now he's saying that to fight Terrence Crawford, it's a business. Big Al's House of Pain. What's going on? And it has to make business sense from here on out. But I guess y'all missed that part. Jay Stevens, what's going on? Let me ask y'all a question. Have you ever heard Shawn Porter say, this is a business, and it got to make business sense from here on out? Did you ever hear Earl Spence say, this is a business, and it got to make business sense from here on out? No. Did you hear Terrence Crawford say, this is a business, and it got to make business sense from here on out? Did y'all hear that? No, you never heard them say that. Now when it comes to Terrence Crawford, he waved his hand. He waved his hand after Terrence Crawford beat Shawn Porter and said, give me 8 months and I'll fight Terrence Crawford. Meaning that in the summertime. That's July. Cool. Now when asked about fighting Terrence Crawford, he tells you it's a business. Yes, it's a business, and I understand that. I understand that. But now when it comes to Terrence Crawford, it's a business. Whatever happened to don't duck me, son? Whatever happened, I ain't afraid to let it go. So isn't that the same approach, Black Attack, what's going on, that he took? Did he tell you it was a business when it came to Manny Pacquiao? Did he tell you it was a business when it came to Mario Barrios? DeAndre Smith, what's going on? Since Mario Barrios wanted 10-ounce gloves and he wanted 8-ounce gloves, why didn't he say, this is a business, brother? I got to look great here. I'm going with 8-ounce gloves. Because it's a business. ABZ713, what's going on? Look, now we got more. Hey, it just keeps coming. Big Watts, what's going on? Poppy's so amazing, brother. Super chat. I like Porter, but he needs to face Boots now. Look at this. Now look at this. Now he was only 20 when he said that. Big George 850, what's going on? This is why only in the sport of boxing you can do what you do. Trey Dub 2234, what's going on? Only in boxing do you have fans that just do this all the time. Now this brother Hard Knock Doc is saying, yeah, but he was only 20. Now what does that have to do with it? What does that have to do with it? Well, you also know. So then don't talk about the layoffs then. Because the layoffs carried him in from his 20s into his 30s. He fought 3 times in 5 years. 5 years ago, he was 28. So his layoffs carried him into the where he's at today. So now, what you're telling me is his mindset changed. See, y'all keep doing this to yourself. So now you're saying his mindset changed and he ain't looking to fight the best. He's just looking to make the best business decision. I understand that. Shining Light, what's going on? African Home, what's going on? I remember Deion Sanders used to say that. I ain't tackling that dude. The bad business decision. It's a business decision. Watch this now. Keith Thomas, brother in the super chat, dropping that duh on us in the super chat. He said, how can these dudes contradict what Thurman said about his own performance? Because they dealing with feelings over facts, great brother. They dealing with feelings over facts, great brother. This is why I have to address this. So now Hard Knock Doc said Mayweather wouldn't fight him when he was young, going bro. Okay, now let me ask you a question. Floyd Mayweather gave him the same option he gave everybody once he got to a certain level. Floyd Mayweather told Keith Thurman when he was in his 20s, because you just said in his 20s. You just said in his 20s, brother, right? You said in his 20s he would fight anybody. Ain't that what you just said? See, I told you, brother. Just it's better to just be like, man, let me just back off. B&B Boxing News, what's going on? Lewis Bay, what's going on? You just said he was in his 20s and he would fight anybody. So when he used to say, don't duck me, son, and when he used to say, I ain't afraid to let it go, and all of these things, you said, well, that was when he was in his 20s. Bro, Jay, what's going on? T Busy TV, what's going on? Right? So you said in his 20s, he would fight anybody, right? Cool. So in his 20s, when he wanted to fight with Floyd Mayweather told Keith Thurman, cool, you want to fight me? I'll give you the opportunity. I'm going to need you to do one thing. I'm going to need you to go ahead and go visit that man named Errol the Truth Spence Jr. And once you beat him, we can fight. And you just told me in his 20s, he will fight anybody. So I'm asking you, in his 20s, was he in his 20s when Floyd Mayweather said, hey, man, go fight Errol Spence? And you can't try to change his words because Keith Thurman has confirmed this. Keith Thurman said, man, they tried to put me in a situation, Floyd Mayweather and Errol Spence, they tried to put me in a situation where Floyd Mayweather told me that I got to fight Errol Spence and then he'll fight me. Well, Floyd was always a man of his word. He was always a man of his word. Bruce Leroy, what's going on? Floyd Mayweather ain't never. Dominique Bonilla, what's going on? Floyd Mayweather told Canelo Alvarez, you fight Austin Trout, I'm going to fight you. Floyd Mayweather told Andre Berto and Victor Ortiz, y'all fight each other and I'm going to fight the winner. Floyd Mayweather told, this is what he told Canelo this, he told Andre Berto this, and guess what he did? He fought them. Marcos Maidana said he gonna beat Adrian Broner, and after he beat Adrian Broner, he gonna fight Floyd. Floyd Mayweather need to fight him. Well, guess what Floyd Mayweather did after Marcos Maidana beat Adrian Broner? He fought Marcos Maidana. So now I'm asking you, brother. Now I'm asking you. He was in his 20s. Why didn't he take the fight with Errol Spence, who was a novice? He wasn't a champion, right? He was still green. That should have been an easy victory for Keith Thurman, who was already the man in becoming the face of the welterweight division. So why didn't he fight Errol Spence Jr., brother? He wanted to fight the man, not son of him. Okay, brother. See, you all right. Now you're speaking for him. I'm asking you again, brother. Why didn't he fight Errol Spence Jr.? It was an easy fight for him. Knock your block, Oseto. What's going on? Errol Spence wasn't a champion. He wasn't established. Why didn't he fight Errol Spence? To land the biggest lottery ticket in the sport of boxing, brother. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You have the opportunity to land the biggest lottery ticket in the sport of boxing, and you say no because I don't want it. Because it all boils down to you didn't want to fight Errol Spence, brother. Period. Period. Is no. If Floyd Mayweather tell right now, I'm 40. I'm on the wrong side of 40. If Floyd Mayweather say, hey, Blue, you box this dude, I'm boxing you. Hey, bro, I'm boxing him with or without a training camp, bro. Period. He said, I ain't afraid to let it go. He said, don't duck me, son. He said, I'm a fighter. I do it for free. That's what he just told you. Nick J, peace and blessings, Queen. He just told you he would do it for free. I did this for free. For trophies. Okay, so why not fight Errol Spence and land the biggest lottery ticket? He had an opportunity of a lifetime, brother. See, this is what you're not looking at. He had the opportunity to beat Errol Spence and then fight Floyd Mayweather, and he still would have down the line got a Manny Pacquiao fight. Talking about solidifying your legacy. He would have had an opportunity to fight. He would have beat Errol Spence if he fought and beat Floyd Mayweather. Because let me ask you a question, brother. Do you actually think he was going to beat Floyd Mayweather? Eric, oh, what's going on? See, that's the bigger question. Or was he just looking for a paycheck? Do you actually believe that he was going to beat Errol Spence? I mean, Floyd Mayweather. Khalid Mays, what's going on? Mustafa Malik, brother in Super Chat. Blue, I'm back one time to do it again. He means business. Okay, let's see. Renee Fuentes, what's going on? The bigger question here is, do you think he was going to actually beat Floyd Mayweather? And get the likes up to 1.1K. We got 1,050 people here. Get the likes up to 1.1K. The question here is, do you actually think he was going to beat Floyd Mayweather? Because if you don't think he was you going to favor a 20? See, here's the thing. Because, see, I know with brothers like you, Floyd Mayweather beat Keith Thurman. That version of Keith Thurman. Seen and unseen boxing. What's going on? Antonio King. What's going on? Miguel Robles. What's going on? If y'all thought Canelo Alvarez was green, what did Keith Thurman do at that point in time to deserve a Floyd Mayweather fight? And once Floyd Mayweather beat him, what did Floyd Mayweather stand to gain from beating Keith Thurman, people? Now, I need y'all to answer that question. Somebody tell me, at that point in time, what did Floyd Mayweather gain from beating Keith Thurman? Chill Hanley, what's going on? What would he got? What would Floyd Mayweather have gotten and garnered from beating that version of Keith Thurman? Buzz, what's going on? Carlos Castillo, what's going on? What would he have gotten from it? So he needed Keith Thurman to big up his profile to be able to justify fighting Keith Thurman. Grail Subelli, what's going on? AJ, what's going on? Nino B, what's going on? He needed Keith Thurman to do something big to be able to justify fighting Keith Thurman. People, DeAndre Carey, what's going on? So he directed Keith Thurman like he did with Canelo Alvarez. That's why he told Canelo Alvarez, Zono Boston, what's going on? That's why he told Canelo Alvarez, GD, Coogie Coog, what's going on? Fight Austin Trout in the unification bout. You beat Austin Trout in the unification bout. You successfully defended your title 5 times. You're 23. You're undefeated. You unified the belts. You beat Austin Trout. Austin Trout and Canelo was considered the best 2 fighters at 154 at that time. You beat the best fighter, the second best, or the best fighter in your division. It justifies me fighting you now. Canelo, he beat Austin Trout. And then he got upset. Deal with the TV. What's going on? Deal with the TV. Say credit. No, he wouldn't have got no credit. See, Andre Berto. Let me tell y'all a story about Andre Berto. There's a backstory that y'all don't understand with Floyd Mayweather and Andre Berto. There's history between Floyd Mayweather and Andre Berto, people. He was supposed to fight Andre Berto. Andre Berto was being set up to fight Floyd Mayweather as a big fight. Okay? Andre Berto was going to fight Shane Mosley. Andre Berto was supposed to beat Victor Ortiz, and then they were setting up Andre Berto versus Floyd Mayweather. Just like they were setting up Zab Judah and Floyd Mayweather, but Zab Judah kept losing. That's not Floyd Mayweather fault. Andre Berto kept losing. So in the end, he said, listen, I still, because Andre Berto was yapping. So he said, and they had a history, a personal history. So he said, I'm going to fight Andre Berto in the end anyway. See, these are things that y'all don't understand. Easy T, brother in Super Chat. Much love to you. Justin Hawkins, what's going on? And Andre Berto at that time was that dude. He was being, you had Jay-Z backing Andre Berto, Dame Dash, but the music industry, everybody was, Andre Berto was that dude back then. Millie Bud, what's going on? Elijah Israel, what's going on? James Aaron, what's going on? Ish, what's going on? And people were saying, that Floyd ain't never going to fight a fighter like Andre Berto with this hand speed, a young fighter with strength and power. Andre Berto was that dude. Frank Navarro, what's going on? So here's the difference, right? When you talk, Keith Thurman wasn't being backed by Jay-Z and the music industry and the hip hop industry. Andre Berto was in music videos with big chains and dancing. James Aaron, what's going on? Specific volume, what's going on? Andre Berto was that dude, man. He had the big chains hanging down. He was in a music video. He was on the hip hop scene. He was that dude. What you mean? Dante Green, what's going on? See, y'all got to know the history when you come here dealing with me, man. Jay Harris, too real. What's going on? Get them likes up. We should have 1.1K likes, man. So now back to that's like me asking you for a fade and you saying no, fight my cousin. No. Brother. All right. I'm done talking to you. Okay, back to regularly scheduled programming. William Davis, brother in Super Chat. What do you think about Canelo saying that he could beat Alexander at cruiserweight? Alexander who? Canelo could beat a lot of cruiserweights. Jose Rodriguez Jr., what's going on? Canelo's a very good fighter. You don't get enough credit. Padilla family, what's going on? Shout out to Phoenix, Arizona. So let's get back to regularly scheduled programming. I need y'all to get before we do that, need the likes to be at 1.1K. We got 1,100 people here. We should have 1,100 likes. And then let's get into this. Giovanni Walker, what's going on? Big homie, what's going on? I need y'all to, I need y'all to get the likes up. Oh, you talking about Alexander Usyk. All right. Because I'm like, Alexander, who's Alexander, brother? You talking about Alexander Usyk. Can Canelo beat Alexander Usyk? No. And that's just Eddie Hearn saying the confidence of Canelo Alvarez. He feels like I don't believe Canelo Alvarez actually told Eddie Hearn, I could beat Anthony Joshua. He may feel that way, but he can't do it. Dom G, what's going on? Yeah, he can't do it. He can't beat Alexander Usyk, man. There's weight class. That's just too much, bro. Chris Manners, what's going on? Yeah, he had to change. You remember that, Chris Manners? You know, Andre Berto was that dude back then, man. Hey, Scripton, what's going on? Huncho 2-time, what's going on? Get the likes up to 1.1K. Let's work. So I can open up the phone lines. Let's move it along. And donate to the super chat. Refresh the super chat for all the people that can't tap. What's going on? That can't send super chats, people. Refresh the super chat so all the people that can't send the super chat. So we're going to get into what Shawn Porter had to say, right? Curly J, what's going on? And how it don't make sense. Easy T, what's going on? And how Shawn Porter, like I said, was just Elijah on the down. What's going on? He's coming to the defense of his friend. That's all Shawn Porter was doing, right? Because people started saying, man, boots. See, it's one thing to say Errol Spence. And then here's another thing Shawn Porter had to say, which I completely disagree with. And again, Shawn Porter's my guy, but you can't say somebody's your guy if you can't tell them the truth. Damian Milton, what's going on? Delano 92, what's going on? Shawn Porter, I love Shawn Porter. I love Kenny Porter. I love them. I love what they got going on. Shawn Porter's a great dude, great family man, very polite. It's great. I'm a fan of Shawn Porter. He knows this already. But when he's wrong, I'm going to tell him he's wrong, right? And so here's the thing, right? Shawn Porter, he said this, right? He said they put the list up of people, right? And at the end, they asked Shawn Porter, right? They said, who do you think Keith Thurman, out of the champions, Keith Thurman has the best opportunity to beat all the champions? Ugas, Crawford, and Spence, right? Giovanni Walker, brother in Super Chat. What's going on, great brother? Appreciate you. Right? Fred, some brother in Super Chat. He said, Killing Blue, appreciate you, great brother. He said, they asked him, right? Johnny Tsunami, what's going on? This is what Shawn Porter's response was. Appreciate you, Fred, son, brother in the Super Chat. Who out of these champions he have the best opportunity to beat after the fight was over? And Shawn Porter responded by saying, well, we see the weakness to the body, right? Eugene Aaron III, what's going on? We see the weakness to the body, right? And so, T. Scott, what's going on? We see that weakness to the body. So, your Danis Ugas is a very good body puncher. So that might be a bad matchup. Then he said he needs to stay away from Terrence Crawford altogether. But then he said it's an even matchup with Keith Thurman and Errol Spence. Johnny True Blue Staley, what's going on? Carla Wall James, what's going on? Chef Dre Book, what's going on? And his reasoning for saying that was because they both coming off injuries. Well, that's not true. Because Keith Thurman has told us over this past year that he was no longer injured, that he was healthy. So the year, he was out 2 years. So if he was out 2.5 years, the year and a half, the first year and a half he was off, that's when he was injured and he healed from that. The second year, he said that he told us that he was fully healthy and in the best shape of his life. So he's not coming off of an injury. He's just coming off of a layoff, a hiatus. Errol Spencer's, yes, coming off of an injury, and you may not know what you're going to get. So I understand that Shawn Porter is saying you may not know what you're going to get from Errol Spence. I understand that. But he said it's an even matchup because they both coming off of injuries when that's not true. They're not both coming off of an injury. Keith Thurman was an injury 2.5 years ago. Keith Thurman told us this year, 2021, was my get back year. Keith Thurman has also told us that I'm not fighting when I come back in 2020 and all these years when he was coming back, right? At 2019. When I come back in 2019, I ain't fighting the best fighters. I ain't fighting Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. That's what he told us. It's a get back year, is what Keith Thurman told us. But he fought Manny Pacquiao. Buzz, what's going on? And so THT, we're going to get into a kid from Philly. We're going to get into what Shawn said about boots. But I'm waiting for the likes to get up to 1.1K before we get into that because I don't want to be interrupted. 305 Grant, what's going on? Jay Harris, Too Real, brother in Super Chase says Shawn Porter done went into retirement and become the Tim Bradley of the PC. Shaking my head, I'm a fan of it. Hey, that's my guy. Shawn is my guy, but I got to get him. I got to get him. Shawn, I got to get you, brother. I got to get you. All love, but I got to get you, brother. Gots to get you. Gots to get you. Get the likes up to 1.1K so we can get into the topic at hand. And then we're going to open up the phone lines. But I need y'all to get them likes up to 1.1K. Please, my peopleizations, let's work. Donate to the super chat, refresh the super chat, subscribe to the basketball channel. I got it pinned up, and subscribe to my brother A1 Hoop Zone, my brother Emmanuel H. Go subscribe to his channel. Nah, Israel, what's going on? Buddy Love, brother super chat. You never answered my question. How did you come up with your channel name? Okay, let me tell you that real quick while they get the likes up, because you keep asking me that question. I keep forgetting to respond to you. I'm a big fan of vampire and wolf movies, right? And I'm also a big fan. I used to be a big fan of the show Blue Bloods, and I do a lot of research and things of that nature, right? And so, with that said, I actually went to sleep one day, took a nap in one of my jobs. I was working 3 jobs. I went to sleep one day, and when I was sleeping, I woke up, and it was 2 things playing in my head, right? There was the movie Underworld, and then there was the movie it was the movie Underworld, and then there was the movie there was TV show Blue Bloods, right? Okay, and then Underworld, right? GD was going on, Dentrell Goff was going on, and while Herbert Johnson was going on, and while the Underworld was playing, they were talking about the blue, how the royalty, the blue blood, your blood is blue before it hits the air, and it's royalty, so on and so forth, right? And so, man, I'm like, man, that's it was playing, it played in my dream, right? Obsidian Lion, the Cold Keep was going on, and then it went off, and the TV show Blue Blood started playing, right? And so I woke up that day. This is the honest story, I'll tell you the truth, right? Devin Blocker, my brother Doughboy, what's going on? I woke up that day, and I said to my wife, hey, guess what? I'm gonna start my own boxing podcast. I've always been connected to boxers and things of that nature. Irvin Green, what's going on? Right? Steve Butler, what's going on? And so 503 Line, my brother, go subscribe to my brother 503 Line. And so I woke up and I said, hey, guess what? Starting my own sports channel with boxing, and I'm gonna name it Blue Blood. And she was like, yeah, okay. Ernest Skinner, what's going on? And I was like, no, I'm serious. And she said, yeah, okay. And I started it. Chris Major, what's going on? That night, around 7 o'clock that night, that was whatever years ago. That's the true story. There's no real myth, no real deep story. Well, that's what it was. So that's where I got it from. Sully, what's going on? Carl Hardy, what's going on? So a mixture of those two shows and movies or whatever. I'm like, man, you know something, man? This is it. And I went for it. And ever since then, I've been doing this. So there's no real, you know, my brother Keon said 2017. Okay, 2017, and just stuck with me from there. And I went to work. I was working in the operating room doing the trauma calls. I was working in a school bus, driving a school bus. There's a story behind that. And I was driving the ambulance. 3 jobs. Y'all remember? Y'all used to see me doing both, do my videos in there and everything. All three. All three. Sully, what's going on? That's what I did. Demetrius Bright, what's going on? Chris Major, what's going on? So there you have it, great brother. So so now get the likes of 1.1K. So let's get into what Shawn Porter had to say. Let me pull up the receipts. Let's go to the videotape. Y'all remember Warner Wolf? Let's go to the videotape. Okay. Now let's get into this. Let's go to the videotape, shall we? My brother Keon, he said, I've been rocking with you since then. Hey, that's my brother right there, man. I rock. Go subscribe to my brother Keon, everything boxing and sports. Domingo Benella, brother in super chat, and you quit your 3 jobs after the revenue picked up. No, I just believed in my journey. Sean Coleman, what's going on? Von Dow, what's going on? Donald Faze, what's going on? Mr. J8531, what's going on? I had other things going on, my wife's businesses and things of that nature. So let's get into this, right? Yeah, Sean Porter, he said that right here on my show. Right here on my show, he said that, that he wouldn't, he wasn't going to fight Boots, and he also said that he thought that Jaron Ennis was Dean's controversy boxing was going on. He also thought that Jaron Boots Ennis was Roy Jones 2.0. Coogie Cool, brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute to the brother Coogie Cool dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Just smash the like button, people. Let's get the likes to 1.1K. And also donate to the channel, refresh the super chat. So now let's just listen to what Shawn Porter. Now, Shawn Porter. Oh, Hugh EMC, what's going on? Man, I got more than a vision, brother. I got, boy, oh boy, man. I don't sleep, man. I don't sleep. So now check this out, right? So Shawn Porter, on the Porter Way podcast, he stated that, Jaron Boots Ennis is overrated, right? Is overrated. But now keep this in mind. Right? Today he said Boots Ennis was overrated. In October, this is what my brother Shawn Porter had to say. Get the likes up, people. Get them likes up. Now listen to this. This is what he had to say in October.
Homes deserve beautiful furniture.
Hold on. Dominic Taylor, what's going on? Get the likes to 1.2 All right, let's listen to this. What he thinks about Jaron Boots Ennis.
What did you think of him last night?
I'm. You know what? I'm gonna stay in last night. Last night I saw. What did I say? He had.
This is October, people. This is October. Okay, this is October.
I said, "They said, Shawn, what you think?" I said, "He's too much.
He's too much. Boots is too much. Listen,
he's just too much. When you got somebody who is just so intuitive in the ring, so intelligent in the ring, and then got the speed and the quickness, the agility, the power, clearly, the everything to back it up, it's like he's too much.
He's too much. Roy Badman, what's going on? F. Lloyd, what's going on? He's too much. Johnny Tsunami, what's going on? This is what he just said. He said Boots Ennis is too much. Now listen to what he says about Boots regarding Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence.
And he was too much for Delorme last night, man. Amazing, man. Amazing.
So now watch this now, right? He was too much. Now listen. Now, keep in mind, the great brother Shawn Porter said he did nothing. Anthony Fitzgerald, what's going on? Now, remind you, I want to keep in mind. Now, too much for his opponents, right? Dunu, what's going on? Now, watch. He said he didn't do nothing. He didn't do much yet to be considered what he's considered, right? Let him do something is what he said. He said, let him fight somebody. Let him beat somebody. That's what he said, right? Let him fight somebody. Let him beat somebody. Let him do something. My brother Domingo Benilla, brother in Super Chat, Blue, you got money coming in. Just upgrade to the premium. Salute. Now watch this now. He said that in all Stokes is going on. Jumbo is going on. Jimbo is going on. So now what he said was, he said upgrade to a premium. Nah, man, it's on my speaker. G5_Gabe. Salute to my brother G5_Gabe. Y'all can't hear what he's saying? Can y'all can't hear what he's saying? Now see if Ennis, what's going on? Is anybody here having Donald Faye? What's going on? Lake of Raven, what's going on? See, because the people saying they can't hear is the ones that need to upgrade their systems. He talking about, part ways with your editor. I ain't got no editor, brother. I'm by myself. So who can't hear? Michael Brown, what's going on? Peace be free, what's going on? Jamie Williams, what's going on? Who can't hear it? Zero Money, what's going on? THT, he said, I heard it. Everybody heard it. The girls love boxing. Peace and blessings, Queen. Everybody can hear it, right? King Maine, what's going on? So the ones that's complaining, talking about upgrade my phone, my brother Dominique Domingo Vanilla, and the other brother talking about part ways with your editor, fire your editor. No, that's your phone. That's on your end. Cam Estrada said, I can hear. Everybody can hear. Right? Douglas Duran, what's going on? See, I told y'all. Now listen. Beyond Smith, what's going on? Cano Local Sports, what's going on? King Brown said, I can hear it loud and clear. So see, Eric O, what's going on? Eric O said, I heard. Everybody can hear. So the ones that's talking about I need to upgrade, no, it's y'all that need to upgrade. See how that works? Look. Optidine Lion, the code keeper. He said, I hear you loud and clear. Jeremy Hauser, what's going on? Sounds good. James, loud and clear. Professor X, I hear it loud and clear. See what I'm talking about, man? Now y'all need to check y'all's phone. YG805, what's going on? Daryl Young, I can hear. All right. So now watch this now. The Ray Massey show. The audio is clear. All right. Thank you. LS aka Tag. It was clear. Okay. There it is. Go subscribe to my brother G5_Gabe, man. Northside D Nice. What's going on? He said, I hear loud and clear. So the ones that's trying to be funny, and it's y'all that need to upgrade. Amazing, man. Flawless victory. Hustler home. What's going on? Daniel Matthews. What's going on? I love my brother Domingo Manelli. The streamer, brother Superchat Blue Boy, heard it clear, bro. RP Kurt Sugar. See, he heard it. Hope Nell, what's going on? Flawless victory. Tyrone Rogers, what's going on? James Perkins, what's going on? Yes, sir. Oh, he's talking about YouTube. Oh, so I stand corrected. Played myself then. Domingo Vanilla. Then I played myself. He said, I'm talking about your YouTube channel subscription. Blue LOL. It's 15. It's 15 a month, no commercial, and it plays in the background. I love it. Oh, salute my brother Domingo Vanilla. So I played myself, brother. See? Now I got egg on my face. Unbelievable. Salute my brother Domingo Vanilla, brother in Super Chat. Urban Green, brother in Super Chat. I heard one video. If you played two, I ain't here too. Oh, no, I paused it. Well, there I go. There I go. So here, let's listen to this. So now, listen, right? Khalid May, see, that's what I get. Now I got egg on my face. So now, hey, Alex Smith, bro, am I a Saints fan? Alexis Smith, peace and blessings to you, Queen. Please don't ever consider me anything but an honor. She said, "Are you a Saints fan? A Saints fan? No, you didn't. No, you gonna have me turn around in this chair?" Dub _ right side, brother Super Chat. I might be on the need of an upgrade squad. Salute to you. Too Stiff Rich, but what's going on? My brother Twins West Philly in the building. What's good with your great brother? We talking about the Philadelphia, brother. You understand? Boots. Like above the rim. Boots. Showboy, yeah, man. She said, are you a Saints fan? Saints. So now, he said he ain't fight nobody. He got to do it against somebody credible. Let him do it. Let him put that work in before we just anoint him, right? Let him put the work in. Listen to what he says.
On him getting in the ring, you know what I mean? So as soon as the first knockdown happened, it was like Jaron doing Jaron, you know what I mean? And then when the fight ended, I think he earned that. You know what I mean? Delorme's not washed up. Delorme's not.
He look fresh.
Delorme ain't washed up. Delorme is a credible opponent.
Delorme's not over the hill.
Delorme ain't over the hill.
If Delorme had.
D-Ray Promotion said, y'all almost went to the bowl. Almost don't count in my eyes. B-Rail 87, what's going on? If we ain't get there, we might as well Q-War, what's going on? We might as well have went out in the first round. We might as well went out, not even went to the playoffs. Salute my brother. He said down there in Georgia, some people just like hearing themselves talk. You facts. Listen what he said.
Opportunity, he would have fought and made it a fight.
So he gave Thomas Delorme credit. So that's a credible opponent that we could go off of, right? He said Delorme's not old. Delorme's not over the hill, right? He's a credible opponent. So when you say Stanley Bailey, what's going on? So then when you say boxing matchup Dwayne Freeman, what's going on? So then when you say no, Hard Knock Doc, there's no putting it in context, brother. You say what you said. This is what it is, right? You said he's overrated. When you attach overrated to any professional athlete, they're overrated. There's no justifying the overrated tag. There's no way I could say, hey, Kevin Durant is overrated. He's overrated, yeah, because he ain't never went to win the final. He ain't overrated. What you mean he's overrated is overrated, bro. Y'all be trying to justify. There is no justification for saying a professional athlete is overrated, bro. None. Big Watch 12, what's going on? Brent Frank Jr. 100, what's going on? There is no way you can say somebody, once you label somebody overrated, you're saying they're overrated, period. You can use words. Shawn Porter is very, very well versed. Shawn Porter is very educated. Shawn Porter is very sharp. He's very bright. You understand? There are words that you can use to describe somebody. That's why we use words like he's too green, or we use words like he's unproven, or we use words like, he still needs time to grow, or we use words like he still has a ceiling. There are words to describe athletes. When you say overrated, there is no justification for saying a fighter is overrated. That's like saying, hey, man, Floyd Mayweather's overrated. What? Well, let me put it in context. He ain't never get no knockouts. What? No. Overrated is overrated. William Davis, what's going on? When you say a fighter is overrated, you overrated. Period. And then he went on to say, let him do something. Let him prove it. So there's no justification for that. There's no justification for saying a fighter is overrated. I can see he say he's not proven. Give him time, right? No, he's not overrated. Overrated? And then he said it. Well, then he said this. Oh, we saying Boots will stop this person. He'll wash this person. Let him do something. Let him do something. So then you think he's overrated. You don't think he's qualified. There's no putting it in context. Michael Lee, what's going on? You can't put that in context. If I tell you he's green, or he needs time to grow, or he still needs experience, or I could tell you there's words to describe a fighter without saying he's overrated. Listen what he's trying to see. This is what I'm talking about, man. He said overrated, saying Boots will watch the top guys. So then you're saying he can't compete with the top guys. So then you're saying everybody that's saying he can. He said, watch this now. Now watch this. See, this is why I tell y'all, stop. You better off stop trying to defend it, bro. You can't do that with me. You're better off going to another platform that works over there. That does not work over here. Now you just said, well, he's overrated as far as him watching the top fighters at the top of the hill, right? Well, Shawn Porter himself says that he can compete with them. So if Shawn Porter says that he can compete with the top guys at 24 years old, 24, without a title fight, and an opportunity or defense, and you tell me he can compete with Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, then how could you turn around and say he's overrated, bro? If anything, you saying that man is underrated. Let me give you an example. If a dude comes out of college into the NFL and he's a quarterback, and you compare him, say, hey man, he could play with Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, there's another great quarterback today's time. He could play with Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady right now. But then be like, yeah, man, you know what? He ain't never did it, though, so he's overrated. What? So, his own words. Now, let's listen to his own words, right? See? Because instead of you trying to defend it, it's better for you to just don't say anything. Aaron Rodgers. So, I come out of college. You got Aaron Rodgers, you got Tom Brady, and you got Patrick Mahomes, right? And I could come in. So right now, is Joe Burrow overrated? When Joe Burrow was going into the playoffs, was he overrated? No, he's not overrated. In his second year, he's competing with the best. So if you saying at 24 he could compete with the best, so now let's listen how he described them with the best. Now watch this now. Watch this. Grind Nobly Barfield, what's going on? Urban Green, brother, super chat. I don't understand the idea that Boots ain't ready. People in the chat keep saying that. If he ain't, then who outside the current 3 belt holders is? Facts. Now watch this now. A17 Boxing B, I didn't play it yet. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 1.3K. And donate to the channel. Support the super chat. Refresh the super chat, people. Goody the Great, brother in super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute, great brother. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn because I haven't listened to the video yet. Just want to comment on the title. If Porter thinks Boots is overrated, why didn't want to take the fight? I agree with you. He told me right here, Monica, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? He told me right here on this show that he's never getting in the ring with Jaron Boots Ennis unless he's absolutely forced to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. I'm not getting in the ring with that young lion. That's what he told me right here. Okay, so now listen to this. When describing, see, the brother just said he's overrated. See, when you try to defend him, right, you're better off just not saying anything. So the brother just tried to defend him by saying, yeah, well, he meant overrated as far as compete with the best fighters at the top. Okay, let's listen to what he had to say there. Classy Man says super chat ain't working. Yeah, people, do me a favor, people. Donate $1 to super chat. Refresh the super chat for your boy Blue, man. Refresh the super chat, man, for your boy Blue. It's for everybody that can't send a super chat. My brother Classy Man can't send a super chat. I don't know. I don't understand what they're doing, man. But just donate to the super chat. Refresh the super chat for your boy Blue, man. Now watch this. Now let's listen to this. Now he said that when he's talking about him versus the best at the top. Okay.
You know, Spence, Thurman, Ugas, would he beat them right now, in your opinion?
Oh, dang. You going to throw that one on me?
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay. Is he ready? Is he ready?
Hold
on. Now, LSAK tag, brother, in super chat. Much love to you, brother. Appreciate you. Fred, some brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Appreciate you. Miguel Martinez, what's going on? Now, watch this now. The streamer, brother in the super chat. Boots is ready. Who's going to give him a chance? I agree. Now, watch this now. GB Lifetime Vids, brother in the super chat. Much love to you, brother. Appreciate y'all. Just being E, brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Now, watch this now. If the brother just said, now listen to what this brother just said, right? He just said that Shawn clarified. Miss Sexy, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Benjamin Jamal, what's going on? Now, he just said Shawn Porter clarified what he was saying. Mooney Music, what's going on? And then he said Shawn Porter was saying this regarding the guys at the top of the welterweight division, the champions, right? So now, Pugilist Shiznit, what's going on? Manny Face Publishing, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on it, boy Blue in the super chat. Appreciate you, great brother. Now, watch this now. Ben Davis, brother in the super chat, much love. Caldwell James, what's going on? If you're saying that Shawn Porter put it in context and he was saying that he can't compete, if you're saying that he was putting it in context and he was just saying that he was talking about he's overrated as far as him competing with the guys at the top, when he was just asked, can Jaron Boots Ennis beat the best welterweights? Can he beat your Dana Ugas, Terrence Crawford, and Errol Spence? Why didn't he just say, not yet? You can't do this with me, man. Chill Henley, what's going on? Brother in the super chat, much love. JBCBBA, what's going on? AJ64, what's going on? If Shawn Porter believed that Jaron Boots Ennis was overrated as far as competing with the top champions in the division, Andrew Brooks, what's going on? When he was just asked right now about can Jaron Boots Ennis compete and beat Terrence Crawford, Ugas, and Errol Spence, why didn't he just say, not yet? He's not ready. Since you said he's put it in context and he was talking about the champions, listen to what his response was.
Beat them right now in your and then lastly, man, because you fought everyone that's the best. You know, Spence, Thurman, Ugas, would he beat them right now? Spence, Thurman, Ugas, will he beat them right now? Julius Lettersman, what's going on? Anthony Robinson, what's going on? Uncle Man, what's going on? Spence, Ugas, Thurman, will Spence, Crawford, Ugas, Spence, Ugas, and Spence, Ugas, and Crawford, would he beat them right now? Right? Right? That's the question. Bro Kuza, what's going on? If he believes that he's overrated as far as competing with them, right?
then why not just say no? Listen to what his response is.
Opinion.
Oh, dang. You going to throw that one on me?
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay.
I'm not going to answer that question. Why not? Because he don't want to be in a position where he don't want to say, hey, he could beat Terrence Crawford. That's a friend of his. He could beat Errol Spence, or he could beat your Dana Sugis. So he said, I'm not going to answer that question. KS, what's going on? Isaac Ramirez, what's going on? V Johnson, what's going on? Right now, why wouldn't you answer the question? If you think in your heart of hearts that he's overrated and he can't be, and he won't be able to compete with them, like you saying, you said he clarified it. So if that's the case, then why not just say, not right now? He can't beat them right now. I think he needs time. Because your justification for it was saying that, well, he clarified it, right, by saying he was referring to the champions at the top of the division. You said he was overrated, bro. So if you feel like he's overrated, then that means when you asked about it, why don't you just say, no, he not right now, he can't beat them. No, he said, I'm not answering your question. Now watch this now. Watch this now. Keep listening.
Is he ready?
Is he ready? Is he ready?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
tell you what questions are bad, what questions are good. He's ready.
Uh-oh. What did he just say, people? What did he just say, people? He was asked, is he ready? What was his response?
Is he ready?
Oh, no.
Should he?
Is he ready? Is he ready? Clear question. Clear question. The great one. What's going on? Bees, what's going on? Tay D, bro Kuzma, what's going on? V Johnson, what's going on? I just saw somebody said Boots is good, but he ain't great. How would you know he's good, but he ain't great? How would you know he's not great if he haven't gotten the opportunity to prove that he's good? B said Boots is good, not great. How would you know he's not great? Let me ask you a question. A fighter didn't get an opportunity. Said fighter never got the opportunity to fight for a world title, didn't have the best opportunity, didn't get a chance to fight the best yet, hasn't won a world title. How could you say he's good but not great? Now answer that question for me. Bees, go ahead and clarify that for me. How could you say he's good but not great? At 24. Go ahead and clear that for me. Hard Knock Doc said Boots take a lot of clean shots. You ain't see that, brother. How did you see him take a lot of clean shots when he never been past the 6th round? Where do y'all come up with this stuff? Somebody told you that and you repeated it? So let me ask you, B said the level of competition. They said the same thing about Floyd Mayweather when he was going into the fight with Gennaro Hernandez. He wasn't ready. Before the fight, Floyd Mayweather was the underdog against Diego Corrales. He retired undefeated. Bob Arum said he would never be a superstar. He's the biggest superstar known in boxing outside of the name Muhammad Ali. Y'all confuse me with the things y'all be saying. How could you say his level of competition? He's 24. Mensa Musa Lifestyle, what's going on? How could you say his level of who gave him the opportunity? He had 20 fighters not accept the fight. They reached out. I saw proof. They reached out to multiple fighters that turned them down. So how is he supposed to prove to you his skill set or his abilities if these fighters won't even fight him? Let alone fight him, they won't even spar him. Some of your favorite fighters that told him to come to sparring, they got to get in the best shape. They got to get in fighting shape before they spar him. But you telling me he's good but not great. Isn't that something? Everybody gets hit. This is boxing. Who don't get hit? You said he get hit too much. How he get hit too much? He ain't never been past the 6th round. What fight you saw him getting hit too much in? Where? He get hit too much. Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight in the world. He been on the canvas against Steve Cunningham. He been on the canvas against Deontay Wilder multiple times. He was hurt badly by, I mean, what are we talking about here? Shawn Porter got hit all the time. Terrence Crawford get hit. So that means they ain't good? Floyd Mayweather, I could show you multiple fights with Floyd Mayweather, who's considered the greatest defensive boxer in the history of sport of boxing. Pernell Whitaker was considered one of the greatest defensive fighters in the sport of boxing. James Toney, one of the greatest defensive fighters in the sport of boxing. I could show you instances when they was on the canvas and hurt. Pernell Whitaker was on the canvas multiple times. He's one of the greatest defensive fighters that ever lived. What are you talking about? Emil's S, what's going on? He said, y'all crowning him. No, I ain't. We don't have to crown him. His peers are crowning him. Their actions speak for itself, brother. If you have multiple 20 fighters that won't even agree to fight you, don't their actions speak? If I'm a basketball player and I come into the NBA and I'm new, I'm 24 years old, and I can't get LeBron James to play me one-on-one, I can't get KD to play me one-on-one, I can't get Dame Lillard to play me one-on-one, I can't get none of these players to play me. Kyrie Irving, James Harden, they ain't gonna play me. Not all of them refusing to play me. Anthony Davis don't want to play me. John Moran ain't trying to play me. Ain't nobody trying to play me. But then your response is, man, y'all crowning that kid already. Mustafa Malik says it's not basketball. Right, because you can't, it has nothing to do with basketball. It has to do with understanding and examples. See, that went out over your head, great brother. It's an example, brother. And if you can't understand an example, it has nothing to do with sports. Nothing. Joe Hart, what's going on? Urban Green, brother in Super Chat. Shakur didn't want to answer the question when asked how fights between Boots and Crawford plays out. Facts. Austin Wilson, what's going on? I serve 88. What's going on? Now let me show you this, right? Kevin Thomas, what's going on? Then let me show you this. He can't even get dudes Von TV, what's going on, to spar him. Danny Garcia won't even spar Boots in this. And they both from Philly. Austin Wills, True Thought TV, what's going on? Bees, if you say Boots will soon be there, then that means you already see him right now. Maya Egypt, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? If you say Boots is on his way, then that means you see him right now. So why not give him his roses while he can smell them? Dwayne 2111, what's going on? Why you got to wait until he gets there when you can see him on his journey there? Why I got to wait to crown him when I see where he's going with this? Why? Why do I have to wait? Why do I have to hold on? What am I holding on and waiting for? Is it true? What's going on? You just said, see this one, this is where it gets confusing. You just said he's on his way. He's going to be there. So then you said, but I need to see more. Is he going to be there or is he not? Which one is it? Do you see it or you don't? Trey Sean Wagner, what's going on? Buddy Love, what's going on? Jamal Wright, what's going on? Either you see it, the talent and the gifts, or you don't. When LeBron James was coming in the NBA, did you say, man, I need to see more from him before you knew he was going to be great? L. Bay Watts, what's up? What's going on? Daryl Young, what's going on? When LeBron James came in the NBA, did you need to see more to say, hey, man, that dude's going to be great? Now, anything could happen that could derail that, right? But you don't need to, for you to say you see it, the greatness, you don't need to see more. You know what it is. You know what it is. Boxing matchup, Dwayne Freeman, brother super chat. He said Boots' level of competition is better than Tank's, but everyone believes Tank is ready. Facts. And Tank is 27. He's 27. Mustafa Malik, brother in the super chat, he said looks good. Boots looks good fighter, but against weak fighters. You can't count what Mustafa Malik says. So now, Jamal Wright said, Blue, you really can't compare this to basketball. No, sure you can. Sure you can. Absolutely you can. I've seen LeBron James come into the league, and I could tell you he's great. That don't mean anything could have derailed his skill set or his action or his talent. Just like in boxing. You can see somebody in boxing, you know they're great. Now, what they do with their greatness is on them. But you see their greatness. You can compare it to basketball, right? Because basketball, you can see the individual talent like no other sport. Basketball, LeBron James, like boxing, he doesn't depend on, yes, he does depend on teammates, but you can affect the game of basketball individually like no other sport. So you can see the talent of LeBron James coming a mile away. Period. Now you get shockers in the NBA, some guys you never seen. But you can see the blue chip prospects coming a mile away. Just like you can see Boots Ennis coming a mile away. Period. That's why you saying champions he beat like Thomas Delorme and champions like Sergey Lipinets, he still ain't fight nobody. He beat 2 champions. And the reason you saying he ain't fight nobody yet, because you see the high ceiling of a high level of ability in Jaron Boots Ennis. So you dismiss the champions that he beat in his career. He beat 2 champions, Sergey Lipinets and Thomas Delorme. And you acting like he didn't beat 2 champions. Because that's how high of a pedestal you know he's on. If he beat Mikey Garcia tomorrow, are you going to give him credit? No. You're going to talk about, well, Mikey Garcia was too small. A1 Hoop Zone, my brother Emmanuel H, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, man, Blue, I don't know how you do it, bro. It's making me rethink having a channel. Nah, I'm playing trolls. I make sure to smack the like button on the way out. Thanks in advance. Hashtag for us. Yes, sir. Salute to my brother Emmanuel H. Joshua Curry, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Appreciate you, great brother. It's just like this, right? You seeing 007, what's going on? I could see Errol Spence coming a mile away. When Terrence Crawford beat British Prescott on short notice, I knew he was going to be great. What you mean? Via Ferreira, what's going on? So anyway, back to regularly scheduled programming, right? Now let's listen to what Shawn Porter had to say regarding can Jaron Boots Ennis beat the best. My brother Charles Edward Cheese, what's going on, great brother? He says, "Sup, Blue, been listening. In my opinion, to be great, you must do great things. So I ask you this: has Boots done great things? No, you don't have to do great things. You don't have to beat nobody great to see the great talent in you. We see that. I ain't saying he's great yet. I said that we see the greatness in him. That's the difference. The reason you have drafts in the NFL and Major League Baseball and the NBA is because you see greatness in those players. So you draft them for their greatness. If they pan out, everybody don't have the mentality. Everybody don't have the drive. Everybody don't have the passion. That's an individual issue. But you have the draft in the NBA or any other sport, because you see the greatness in the future. You see the ceiling. KO Boston breaking news. What's going on? Rodney Green Jr. What's going on? NBA D Nice. What's going on? Arise 12 Tribe. What's going on? So you see the greatness there. So people are pretending they don't. To say he's overrated is amazing. To say he's overrated, that's amazing. Barbara Davis, peace and blessings to the queen in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Appreciate you, queen. Realism 101, what's going on? Fresco Custom, what's going on? Fresco Custom. So if Bud knocks him out in the next fight, would you say he's overrated? No, I won't say he's overrated. Terrence Crawford is a great fighter. You have two great fighters fighting. So because Lennox Lewis knocked out Mike Tyson, does that make Mike Tyson not great? You have two great fighters fighting. You have two great talents in the ring. When you have two great talents competing against each other, somebody has to win. So Terrence Crawford fights Errol Spence. The winner wins is great, and the loser is overrated. No. Ricky Williams, brother in the super chat, y'all seen greatness in Loma before he proved himself, and that wasn't an issue. But Boots got to show y'all something more. Make it make sense. Facts. Andre Edwards, what's going on? Everybody already anointed Lomachenko. People were saying Lomachenko was better than Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, and Muhammad Ali. Are you kidding me? You kidding me? Now let's listen to this.
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what questions are bad, what questions are good. He's ready.
He said he's ready. King Maine, what's going on? Simba Khan, brother in the super chat. With your logic, I can say the same about C-Ben, Conor Ben. Ben and Boots have potential, but they could be beat anytime. We don't know till they fight real fighters. Conor Ben is getting better. He's progressing. He's showing that his level of commitment to the sport. Look at Conor Ben 4 or 5 fights ago. You don't see the same Conor Ben you see today. Look at Boots 5 fights ago, and you see the same Boots, if not even better, on a higher scale than he is right now. And Conor Ben has every ability to be great. But if you go by your logic, right? Answer me this question. On Terrence Crawford resume, who on Terrence Crawford resume, right, Simba Khan, that you would say would beat Jaron Boots Ennis right now? Anybody. Go. Go. Do you think that Jaron Boots Ennis beats Julius Ndongo? J Doug, what's going on? Mr. Finesse, what's going on? Do you think that Jaron Boots Ennis beats Julius Ndongo? And don't tell me Shawn Porter is a person that said he's absolutely staying away from him. So Simba Khan, you can't say Shawn Porter because Shawn Porter said, man, I'm staying away from that dude. He's a monster. He is Roy Jones 2.0. That's what Shawn Porter said. So Shawn Porter sees the talent in him. So that means even in Shawn Porter's mind, he's going to be confident that he can win the fight. But even Shawn Porter feel like it's a 50-50 fight. 38 Alphas, what's going on? He said, man, you're trying to make sense but failing. No, you're failing. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you want attention? That's right. Let me not do that. Amir Khan and Kelbrook. Man, go ahead, man. I'm done talking to you, brother. All right, let's get back to this. He said Amir Khan and Kelbrook. John Pinckney, what's going on? Okay. Scrapbook Boston, what's good with you, Scrapbook, man? He said, I need you to reach out to me, brother. I left my info in the chat of your last video. Stay up, bro. Inbox me. Scrapbook, you got Instagram? Scrap, you got Instagram? You got my number, Scrapbook? Or get it from man, I was about to say Kurt. Scrap, get it from if you got Instagram, you don't have Instagram, so get it from why my brain is just blank. Shawn Jones, what's going on? Stormy B Man, brother. Stormy B Man got my number. Janelle Farrow, what's going on? Hey, Scraps, Stormy B Man got my number. Simba Khan, looks like Boots got you on his payroll promoting him. Okay, whatever you said. What is that? Was supposed to move me or something? You thought you was making a funny? Leon Henry, what's going on? Gennaro Jackson, what's going on? Oh, he must got you on your payroll. Oh, okay. He got me on his payroll, and I got you on my payroll. Because you just paid me to say he got me on his payroll. I'm confused. I'm confused, brother. So this is y'all always resort back to emotional responses when you can't prove a point. So anytime you can't prove a point, you try to you resort back to trying to, you resort back to name those types of things. Windy City, hey, what's going on? So how does he have me on his payroll? Because I'm telling you the truth. Show me something, Simba Khan, that I said that was fictional. I don't understand. Jamal Wright, Blue, if you ain't got Boots beating Spencer Crawford right now, he ain't that great. Terrence Crawford is 10 years older than Jaron Boots Ennis, brother. Make it make sense. Right? Y'all complain. Now watch this now. Jamal Wright. People complain about a 23-year-old Floyd Canelo Alvarez fighting a 37-year-old Floyd Mayweather. Now, would you put a 24-year-old any fighter in this era against Floyd Mayweather at 34? The fact that you could even compare him in that category with guys that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford that are more accomplished than him when he's never even had a title fight, don't that tell you something in itself? Solomon Walker, brother in Super Chat, Blue said, and I got you on my payroll. I don't get it, Solomon Walker. I don't get it. I don't get it. Mr. Finesse, brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Salute, Blue. All these so-called experts was giving Triple G and Chocolatito credit without seeing nothing. Yep, but Boots' talent is clear as day, but we need more. See you in Dallas in April. Salute to you, great brother. Yes, sir. Yeah, Charles Edward Cheese. I don't get it. Would you put anybody? He's 24. So the fact that it's a 50-50 fight at 24 and he's never even had a title opportunity, that speaks volumes in itself. Why do you need to see more? Giovanni Walker, brother in Super Chat, Blue, you really bring the super trolls out. They can't help themselves because Jada York, what's going on? Because I tell you this all the time, Giovanni Walker. People don't like the truth. We live in a world of fiction. You understand? Entertainment is at an all-time high. Whether it be social media, whether it be movie theaters, whether it be Netflix, whether it be sports, it's at an all-time high. Why do you think entertainers get paid so much? Because it helps you escape reality. And so when I'm going to tell you, sit here and give you the reality check, you don't like it. You'll sit in a movie, right? And watch Fast and Furious and watch cars fly through the air. You know that's not even realistic. You know that's not even realistic. But you'll sit there for 2-3 hours and watch cars fly through the air. Because it helps you escape reality. So that should tell you something. So if I sit here and tell you that your favorite fighter ain't trying to fight Boots Ennis, right? You don't want to hear that. That's why I have the slogan, facts over feelings. You don't want to hear that. That's your feelings are attached. So then you'll resort to saying anything. Then you'll resort to saying anything because you're emotionally attached and you have an emotional response. So with me, I'm going to tell you, hey, well, this, and this. So you can't, once you see the truth, you can't unsee the truth. So what happens is you start to say stuff like the brother just said, man, you must be on his payroll. You know I ain't on his payroll. You know I ain't on that brother's payroll. But it's funny because I heard the same things when it was Floyd Mayweather. Man, this dude overweight. I heard the same thing when it was Errol Spence Jr. When it's Terrence Crawford was coming up after he beat Prentice Prescott. I heard the same thing. When it's Deontay Wilder, man, this dude ain't got no skills. All he do is punch. But then Errol Spence outboxes Mikey Garcia, a 4-division world champion, a future Hall of Famer, and you tell me, man, Errol Spence is overrated. He should have knocked out Mikey Garcia. Why? Ask yourself why. People claim, let me get 2 bottles. People claim, oh man, I don't like Deontay Wilder. Why? Because he ain't got no boxing skills. Well then, why are you the same person that don't like Floyd Mayweather then? Because all he did was box. So you got one dude that polar opposites. One knocks out everybody, one outboxes everybody, but you don't like neither one. And your reasoning for not liking neither one is, well, because this guy can't do this and this guy. No. The truth is, the reason I continue to highlight people when I'm talking, the reason I do that is because the truth is, I like to show you guys that it's emotional responses. Has nothing to do with anything. You'll come here and you'll tell me, man, Keith Thurman had a layoff. But then I tell you about Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. And then you'll tell me, yeah, well, Errol Spence should have knocked out Danny Garcia. You can't make it up. Henry Sell, brother in Super Chat. Yes, bro, but the truth is Boots hasn't beaten any champs yet. But he said, but yet he is better than all the champs. I understand, bro, that he is talented, but let's wait. Okay, now watch this, Henry Sell. So you say that, right, Henry Sell? But Shawn Porter is a 2-time welterweight world champion. Now let's listen. See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Get out your feelings, man. Just give the brother his props. That's it. Just give him his props. You have his own peers. Terrence Crawford said he's that dude. Errol Smith said he's that dude. Shawn Porter, let's listen to what Shawn Porter. You just said, let's wait. Okay? Shawn Porter is not saying let's wait. Listen to what he had to say.
He's ready.
He doesn't need that.
Oh,
Should he?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
tell you. That one on me?
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay. Is he ready? Is he ready?
Oh,
Is he ready?
Oh, that's great.
You just said he ain't ready. Let's wait. Let's wait for what? What we waiting for? Listen to what Shawn Porter had to say.
Yeah.
tell you what questions are bad, what questions are good. He's ready. He's ready.
Uh-oh. Doesn't need that.
He's ready.
He's ready. Only went 6.
He don't need no tune-ups. He don't need nothing else. Shawn Porter just said he's ready. He don't need nothing else. For Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, and your Dana Sugis. He's ready right now.
Bad, what questions are good. He's ready.
He's ready.
He's ready.
He doesn't need that.
He's ready.
He's ready. Only went 6. in his career, never been past it.
I went from doing 4 rounds to doing 10 rounds.
So Shawn Porter just said he's ready. But Henry Sell, you telling me let's wait. What we waiting for? If they ain't giving him the opportunity, you said he ain't fight nobody yet. Let's wait. Well, they ain't trying to get in the ring with him. So what are we talking about? That's a conflict of interest. You telling me to wait. I got to wait so I can prove myself. But I'm trying to fight you to prove myself. But then they telling him they ain't trying to fight him. So I'm confused. Simba Khan, brother, back in the super chat. You overhype Boots and Haney. There's only one Floyd member. I never said there was Floyd member. And I don't overhype anything. If I overhype them, then tell your favorite fighter to get in the ring with them. Why don't you campaign for your favorite fighter to fight Devin Haney and Boots Ennis? Why don't you tell George Kambosos Jr. to stop contradicting himself and fight Devin Haney? Why don't you tell your favorite fighters at welterweight to fight Jaron Boots Ennis since I overhyped them? Go on their pages instead of glorifying them. Go on their pages, go on their social media and say, hey, man, go fight this dude Boots so we can stop hearing about him. How about you do that? Simple as. It's easy. It's easy. Easy solution. Go campaign for them to fight him. Because guess what? When people say Boots is overrated, I say fight him. Since you say I'm overhyping him, then tell the people that you saying I'm overhyping him. So then tell the other people to fight him because he's overhyped. They don't believe you. They don't believe you. Ben Davis, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a gup on your boy Blue in the super chat. Blue, real, recognize real, and Boots is the real deal. Anybody not acknowledging that is just on him. Just a fact. AJ64, brother in the super chat. Much love to you, brother. So if you feel like he's overhyped, then you should feel like he's easy work. Then you should feel like they should jump at the opportunity to fight him because why not? See how that works? No, but you'll have reasonings. Man, why should he fight Devin Haney? He ain't never do nothing. Right. Mike Norman, what's going on? Right. Sean Jones, what's going on? Why should George Kambosos fight Devin Haney? He ain't never do nothing. Right. B's brother in super chat. My favorite fighter is fighting in April. Cool. It's my guy too. See, the difference between me and everybody else is that I don't have a favorite fighter. I have a favorite sport. Boxing is my sport. I love the sport of boxing, not just a fighter. I love multiple fighters in the sport. I love multiple fighters in the sport. So you see how you said my favorite fighter, you singled out. So that means you're emotionally attached to one fighter. You see how that works? I can't wait to see Shakur Stevenson fight. I can't wait to see Errol Spence fight. But more importantly, I can't wait to see Errol Spence fight Yordenis Ugas because the meaning behind the fight. I couldn't wait for Terrence Crawford to fight Shawn Porter because I like both of those fighters and what it meant for both of those fighters to fight. I couldn't wait for Deontay Wilder to fight Tyson Fury because of what it stood for. I couldn't wait for Andre Ward to fight Sergey Kovalev because of the accomplishment. For Floyd Mayweather, I couldn't wait for Floyd Mayweather to fight everybody once he got to a certain level because everybody wanted to see him lose. So I couldn't wait for Sugar Ray Leonard to fight Marvin Hagler and Tommy Hearns. But because Sugar Ray Leonard was a guy I favored to win because of his style, that didn't mean I didn't like Tommy Hearns or Marvin Hagler. Sim McCon, brother, super chat. No one knows Boots outside of LDBC. Okay, goodbye, brother. Sim McCon, goodbye. Goodbye, bro. Now I'm done talking to you. Fred Holland, what's going on? Last time I checked, Shawn Porter, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Yordenis Ugas, these dudes ain't in the LDBC. They're actually the professional fighters you're talking about. Oh, amazing. See, I told you. See? See? I told you. What did I tell y'all? I told you that is an emotional response. Nobody outside the LDBC, but Shawn Porter's not in the LDBC. So what are you talking about? Shawn Porter is talking to another reporter who's not in the LDBC. Neither one of them are in the LDBC, and they're talking about Jaron Ennis. So they clearly know who he is. Floyd Mayweather is not in the LDBC, and Floyd Mayweather sat there and said, Jaron Boots Ennis got next. He ain't in the LDBC. So what are you talking about? See, I told you guys, you always, when you hear the truth, Mr. Miyagi, West Baltimore, what's going on? When I reveal the truth, you're always going to see emotional response because he cannot respond with anything of truth, of anything of substance. Michael J. 616, what's going on? So, D. Brown, what's going on? So you're always going to get that kind of reaction. I just like to bring it out of him. That's all. That's all. I just love to bring it out of him. Oh, man. Nobody know him. Floyd Mayweather ain't in the LDBC. Lennon Ellerby ain't in the LDBC. Boxing Ego ain't in the LDBC. Dante Boston ain't in the LDBC. So what are you talking about? Fight Hype been in the LDBC. They clearly know who he is. Fight Hub. Marco Villegas. He ain't in the LDBC. He clearly know who he is. Fino Boxing know who he is. I'm confused, brother. I'm confused. Everybody in Philly, you watch $1 million worth of game. Gillian and Wallow, they clearly know who he is. Dame Lillard in the NBA. He ain't in the LDBC, but he said, man, that dude Jaron Boots Ennis is a problem. He's in the NBA, not the LDBC. Don't. Got to get your Homer Simpson on. Don't. You're always going to get an emotional reaction when you tell the truth, people. Always. Cap's Corner Store, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He said they want him to wait for their favorite fighters to move up or retire. Hard for fans to see that when they stuck in their feelings. Love the content. Keep schooling these fanboys. Hashtag salute. Yes, sir. Hope now, LDBC, Lions Den Boxing Community. So he's saying it's only the LDBC boxing community that knows who Boots Ennis is. False. Good try. Try again. Brother, it's 11 o'clock. What are we doing here? Bedtime, man. School. School, baby boy. School. This dude in Fortnite, boy. He just loses all track all time, don't he? Jeez. Chase Paper, what's going on? Vinny Nelson, what's going on? Third Eye, what's going on? It's funny. He said, nobody salute to my brother at Cap's Corner Store, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue. Now watch this. He said, nobody outside the LDBC, but Keith Thurman, he was just on the Last Stand podcast with Brian Custer on Last Stand podcast with Keith Thurman, and they both knew who Jaron Ennis was. I'm confused. And Keith Thurman said, not only did Keith Thurman acknowledge he knew who he was, but he said he's a mixture of Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, and myself. That is, whoa. Hey, listen, talk about high praise. He said, I look at Boots Ennis, and he's a mixture between Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, and myself. Terrence Crawford said, he reminds me so much of myself, but you saying nobody knows him. Amazing, isn't it? Jay Harris, Too Real, brother in Super Chat. I think he was trying to say only people know who Boots is, which is, yeah, we know where he was going with that, Jay Harris, Too Real. We already know. Nate Francis, brother in Super Chat. Have you ever met Dante from Dante's Boxing Nation? You two are my favorite channel. That's my bro right there. I chilled at Dante house, stayed at Dante house, man. I told Don, that's my brother right there. Mo 2013, what's going on? Mr. VA Fitted, what's going on? Dante, yeah, that's my guy. I used to do Dante's show every Sunday night when he used to do his show before he moved to Thailand. Cram Sandage, what's going on? Sleep New York City, Chris Lil One Taylor, what's going on? Before he moved to Thailand, I was the first person to knew he was moving to Thailand. Nate Francis, the very first person outside of his sons. Only his sons and him and me knew he was moving to Thailand. That was the Canelo Alvarez Triple G second fight. That's when he moved to Thailand. So yeah, Nate Francis, I know Dante very well, great brother. Very, very well. Go subscribe to the basketball channel, smash the like button. Robin Montgomery, what's going on? Marchand Billups, what's going on? It's funny, right? Because he said, Jamal Wright said, yeah, and they said Harold Miner was the next MJ. Right. But was Harold Miner a good basketball player? Yes or no? See, this is what I'm talking about, man. We got to stop. Stop trying to downplay the brother. Harold Miner was a very, very good basketball player. You can't factor in Harold Miner's will and want and his passion and drive. You can't Tango 28. What's going on? You can't. So was Harold Miner a great basketball player? He had the ability, and he had injuries, and he didn't have the drive and same want to mentality. It's different. So just because I can see the talent in you, don't mean that you want it. Mr. Tally 140, what's going on? Y'all giving bad examples, man. It don't work. Just give the dude his credit, man. That's it. And just say, listen, man, you know what? He got I want to see it when he fight this guy, he come up short. You know how talented people, you know how high people was on James Toney, and James Toney didn't pan out? And you know why? It didn't have nothing to do with James Toney talent. Nothing. It had to do with James Toney work ethic. Nothing to do with his talent. St. Louis Mick, my brother, what's going on? So is James Toney not great because he didn't have a work ethic to be the greatest. Some people think, man, James Toney had the talent to be the greatest. But he didn't want it. He didn't want to be the greatest. Riddick Bowe, another guy, all the talent in the world, but had a refrigerator in his room. Didn't want it. Didn't want it. Some people love. See, this is what y'all confuse, people. You and again, I say this all the time. We tend to forget that they're human beings. We think they're robots. They're not robots. They're human beings. Monica, peace and blessings, Queen. We consider them. We act like they're robots. They're not robots. They're human beings, right? And just because you're good at something, don't mean you love it. You know how many people do things every day that they don't love doing, but they do it because they're good at it? You know how many people, they just don't want to do it? Don't have the will, don't have the drive. On the rise, what's going on? So you can't, that don't mean that I can see the talent in you, you just don't want it. Period. Some people do things because, hey, I'm good at it. I can earn a living. Why not? Mook DeVilla, my brother, what's going on? And that's what you underestimate. Chase Paper, what's going on? Stephen Walker, what's going on? Appreciate you. Caps Corner Store, brother, back in the super chat, dropping another half a good on us in the super chat. He said, folks love to bring up Floyd, 20 years old at the time, but seem to forget he beat Gennaro Hernandez for his first world title. Was Floyd too young? Appreciate greatness and boots up now. Facts. They said Floyd Mayweather, it was too early. They couldn't believe they was making that fight. And they made that mistake multiple times. They told Floyd Mayweather he wasn't ready to fight Diego Corrales. He was the underdog in that fight. George Foreman, he said, man, Floyd Mayweather making a mistake, man. A great big man beats a great little man. Him moving up to fight Diego Corrales, man, this is a mistake, man. Diego Corrales going to knock him out. George Foreman thought Floyd Mayweather was going to get knocked out. How'd that play out? He ended up dropping Diego Corrales 5 times in a fight and getting a stoppage victory. and getting a stoppage victory. He ended up getting a stoppage victory when George Foreman thought he was going to get knocked out. Everybody thought he was the underdog going into the fight. Everybody thought he was going to lose. KB, what's going on? David Da Vinci, what's going on? No, people forget. They fail to mention to you that he got up. Diego Corrales, he got tired, quote unquote, tired of hearing all of this chatter about Floyd Mayweather, man. I'm tired of hearing about this dude Floyd Mayweather, man. I'm tired of hearing everybody ain't gonna fight Floyd Mayweather. I'm just like Jaron Boots Ennis. Just like Jaron Boots Ennis. When everybody was talking about Jaron Boots Ennis right now, right? Mr. Holmes, what's going on? They was talking about Floyd Mayweather. And Diego Corrales said, I'll fight him. I'm going to fight him now. I'm going to knock him out. Because they were saying everybody's avoiding Floyd Mayweather. Diego Corrales said, man, I'm tired of hearing about this dude. And guess what? Diego Corrales was the favorite going into the fight. DFW, what's going on? And how'd that play out? Oh, everybody woke up after that, didn't they? Everybody woke up after that, didn't they? Jay Dixon, what's going on? Everybody woke. They sure woke up after that, didn't they? Everybody's eyes was this big. Uh-oh, he coming. Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya, their eyes was this big now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he is real. Their eyes did like this. Uh-oh. This dude is real. He is the real deal. Oh, yeah. Chef Dre Book, what's going on? Oh, yeah, their eyes got real big then, huh? And then on top of that, well, when he move up to 135, he gonna struggle some. It was always an obstacle. Always. And the same thing they were saying, and you crowning Floyd Mayweather too quick. Y'all crowning him. Donnell Shaver, what's going on? Y'all crowning Floyd Mayweather too quick. Y'all crowning him. How'd that play out? He 50-0. He ended up 50-0. Ain't that something? Jaden York, what's going on? Dub_right side on the super chat. Diego versus Floyd is one of my favorite fights to watch. It's one of my favorite fights to watch because I remember how everybody was thinking that Floyd Mayweather was going to lose. Gary, what's going on? Kai, what's going on? Cecil Collier, what's going on? See, I already. Hey, big boy, do me a favor, give me the heat. See, I already been down this road before. I seen this movie before. I seen this movie plenty of times. VT19 was going on. They were saying the same thing about Shane Mosley. Well, we got to see more from Shane Mosley. We got to see more from Shane Mosley. It's always the same thing. It's the same story. Nothing new under the sun. It's just repeating itself. Now, I can't guarantee you Devin, Shakur, Boots is going to be. I can't guarantee you that's impossible. You can't tell me you can't guarantee me nothing that's going to happen tomorrow. So I can't guarantee you that. But I can tell you what I see. And boy, oh boy. Boy, people don't remember Ben Saucy Boxing was going on. People don't remember this, right? When Sugar Ray Leonard, see, now I'm gonna take y'all back. When Sugar Ray Leonard adopted the name Sugar, oh boy, who did he think he was? He ain't prove himself. He ain't do nothing yet. Who did he think he is? Naming himself Sugar after the great Sugar Ray Robinson. What did he do yet? He ain't do nothing yet. How'd that work out? The same story. Oh, how dare Sugar Ray Leonard say he's Sugar Ray? And it was the same thing. It was the same thing when Sugar Shane Mosley came. How dare Shane Mosley adopt the name Sugar? He ain't do nothing yet. He ain't beat nobody. It's the same story, people. It's Groundhog's Day. Gary, brother in Super Chat. Let's go, Blue. Facts over feelings as usual from you. Appreciate you, great brother. It's always the same story. When do you learn? When you can see the talent, give him the credit. Like, baby, love you, kid. You can see the talent. Why we always gotta wait? You can clearly see the talent, but no, man, I gotta see it. Virgil Ortiz and his team talking about, hey, man, 48 months we'll fight him in 4 years. You can see the talent. You can see the greatness. Give him his credit. Darren Garcia, what's going on? Jose Rico, what's going on? And if it don't work out, it don't pan out like you thought, okay, well, so be it. Then hey, man, that dude had a lot of talent, just ain't panning out. You know how many fighters that happens to? Because they may not have the want, the drive, the will. Randy Savage, what's going on? Look at James Buster Douglas. You ever watch the story of James Buster Douglas? All the talent that dude had, everything he did was out of feelings because of his relationship with his father. Everything. Herbert Freeman, what's going on? Juju 23, 239, what's going on? James Buster Douglas has talent. He just wanted to prove his father wrong. Or in the fight he was winning when he just said, I ain't gonna fight, I quit. Just to spite his dad. And everybody was like, he just quit and he was winning the entire fight. Jamal Wright, here we go again. Can't get paid and crown before you work. I'm sorry. I just witnessed Zion Williams get $100 million from Nike before he dribbled the basketball in the NBA one time. They say Devin Haney ain't proved himself yet, but he's the second highest paid fighter from junior welterweight on down. I'm confused. LeBron James got $190 million before he dribbled a basketball. You have athletes in every other sport. In the NFL, when you get drafted, they give you a contract before you even step on the field. Baby Q, what's going on? I'm confused. Vasyl Lomachenko got a title opportunity his first 3 fights as a professional, and he had a loss in that time. He was 2-1 in his first 3 fights as a professional and fought for a world title all 3 of those fights. But you're telling me, Larry B, what's going on, that you can't get credit. See, he said, you spoke before you put the carriage before the horse. Well, boxing is not like, I just told you, Vasyl Lomachenko. Okay, Ryan Garcia got a deal from Gatorade, and what did he do? I'll wait. Vasyl Lomachenko got a title opportunity his first 3 fights as a professional. What did he do? Go ahead and tell me. I'll wait. Go ahead, brother. I'm intrigued to know your response. Go ahead. Mike Tyson holds the record for being the youngest world champion in the history of sport of boxing. Pole Sports Talk and Entertainment. What's going on? What did he do and who did he beat? Floyd Mayweather beat Gennaro Hernandez when he was 21 years old. And everybody said he wasn't ready. But he did it. So what did he do and who did he beat? Oscar De La Hoya was crowned, and Sugar Ray Leonard was crowned the next Golden Boys in boxing because of what they did in the amateurs. So what did they do? What did they do? 513 Rob Tubbs, what's going on? Go ahead and tell me. So if that's the case, why Boots ain't get deals like everybody else? I don't understand, man. I'm starting to sound like a broken record. My brother Bitch be megastar in the building. If you have sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, little cousins, friends with kids, have them subscribe to KK Penson TV. My brother Bitch be megastar Little Princess's channel. KK Penson TV. My brother Bitch, please drop the link. So the brother said, if that's the case, why didn't Boots get the opportunity? Do I have to really answer that for you? Truly? I really have to answer that? All Things Kingdom, what's going on? Stephen Walker, what's going on? Do I have to really answer that? I just said Boots right now had 20 opponents he was trying to get to fight, and none of them will fight him. And you just said, why didn't he get the opportunity? J-Town 770, Big Frank, what's going on? Salute. Tev Gotti, what's going on? I'm confused, brother. I'm confused. He couldn't get no opponents to fight him but Thomas Delorme, and they had to convince Thomas Delorme to take the fight. Virgil Ortiz just said he'll fight him in 48 months. That's 4 years. And you're saying why he ain't get a deal? Because clearly they see the talent and they ain't trying to take the risk, right? I mean, it's just simple mathematics, brother. It's just simple mathematics at this point. Now, again, like I said, can I guarantee anything tomorrow? No, you can't. But you see what's on the table right now? Yeah, you can. Lady Rage, peace and blessings, please. You are really blessed with patience to deal with such Philly stand up. Salute. Blessings to you. I don't get it. So y'all be like, man, why this? Why? You know why. Do I got to explain that? Come on, man. You see it. You know what it is. Come on, man. Hey, man, if he got so much talent, then why he ain't a champion yet? Well, because you just said it. He got so much talent, the champions ain't trying to fight him. You got so much talent, these contenders ain't trying to fight him. Who you know jumping for joy, jumping at the opportunity, saying, Keith Thurman just said, I don't even know who he is. Pretended to tell you that he didn't even know who he is. Devon Webster, my brother, what's going on? Can't nobody take Errol Spence shine. Errol Spence shine like a diamond. Nobody can take his shine. There's room for everybody to shine. See, that's the problem with us. See, you said we letting Jaron Boots Ennis take Errol Spence shine. How could there's plenty of room in the setting to put multiple diamonds in it. And you shine together. When you shine together, right, it shines brighter. And then you got a setting, you could put multiple diamonds in the setting. Why are we worrying about one outshining the other? No, they both high quality diamonds. They're going to shine regardless. Period. You don't have to single out one for the other one to shine. No. How about they could shine together? That's why we have the famous four. We have the famous four, right? In Sugar Ray Leonard, Hearns, Hagler, and Durant. And it should be 5. We don't have to, one have to overshine the other. There's no such thing. Errol Spence is already shining on his own, in his own life. Or come April 16th, yep, we got Wilfred Benitez. Benitez should be on the list. He beat Durant. How's Durant on the list and not Benitez? Benitez should be on the list as well. Durant has one win against those 4 guys. But he's on the list. Think about that, people. J. Toe. Mo Slaught, what's going on? Blue, clearly people used it for therapy. Yeah. Wilfredo Benitez. He should be on the list, man. He should be on that list, bro. G. Gonzalez, what's going on, great brother? My brother Batman in the building. What's good, my brother Batman? Dub _right side, brother in super chat. Said, love you, new move, Blue. Bring in the boxing farm system. I got faith in you, but we'll still say don't turn into a boxing politician. Salute, Blue. Oh, I'm definitely not, brother. Oh, I'm definitely not. Hey, bro, listen. Dub _right side. Let me tell you this, right? Let me tell you this, brother. Look at this, right? The way I am here is the way I am with my wife and kids. And if I'm that way with my wife and kids, I ain't change it for nobody. I'm the way y'all see me here. My wife say something that I don't agree with, I will debate her. Listen, you said this, this, and this. I'm a big believer on accountability. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a brother. And I'm a big on accountability. I'm a son, right? I'm big on accountability. And I'm big on treating people how others are treated. Yeah, knock your block settle. I saw it. Donald now, 6060 OG Grant, triple OG in the building. What's good with your triple OG, man? Where you been at, bro? Nah, no such thing, Mr. Finesse. Ain't no such thing as me being a better man than you, brother. We all in the same world, in the same struggle, brother. It all comes down to decisions, Mr. Finesse. Ain't got nothing to do with nobody's better than nobody. It's decisions, opportunities. Checking the facts, TV. What's going on? It's a mindset, bro. That's all it boils down to. It's a mindset and decisions. That's all it boils down to. Period. Ain't no such thing. I'm a better man than you, brother. No such thing. Do right, Shanny. What's going on? There's areas I'm sure I come up short in life, and there's areas you may come up short because ain't nobody perfect. So there's no such thing as me being better than you or you better than me. It's just opportunities, and everybody's drive and everybody's journey is different. So it just is what it is. That's where we get in trouble, man. You know, you see you see things that you think that you want, but then don't realize that's not for you. You understand what I'm saying? It may not fit who you are. So then you're not true to yourself because because you think you want something or want somebody, right? Then you go outside of the comforts of who you are to try to fit those squares into your circle. And then you're not true to yourself and your happiness. And then everything goes array. You understand what I'm saying? Me, listen, I know what I like, who I like, how I like it. Right? As far as you look at things in my wife will tell you this, right? Let me give you this. My wife will tell you this. You look at things in life, right? I'm not a person Civilized K9, what's going on? I'm not a person that, you know, I'm not that fashion type. So my kids do that. Right? All Things Kingdom said, bro, you arguing like a girl. Who? Me? Taju Aline, what's going on? All Things Kingdom, you referring to me? You saying I'm arguing like a girl? I want to get it straight before I put the carriage before the horse. Facts. I'm worth 1.5. I don't have to argue with you. So, you know, I'm just am who I am. I like my jewelry, right? But, okay, so for instance, my wife is not a material person at all. But I buy her things because I want her to have them. I want her to have the option to say, I could go in my closet and take this out. She may not never take it out. But as a man, I want her to have the option to do it. I want her to have the option because that's what I'm supposed to. My kids, right? I want them to have the options to have whatever they want in life. And I'm going to provide it for them. So there's things that my wife be like, man, she might not never wear this designer this or designer that. But just as a woman, I want her to have options as far as when she get dressed to feel good about herself, whether she chooses to wear this, or have this, or drive this, or that. I want her to have the option to have what she feels like she wants for herself. So as a man, I'm going to provide on my wall what's going on. As a man, I provide her with all of those things. Now, she may not use it. She has all types of perfume, and she may not use this perfume. She may use this perfume. You understand? She has clothes and designer clothes and things like that she may use and she may not use. But as a husband and as a man, I have to make sure as a woman, when she walks out the door, she knows she has whatever she wants. She may not use it. She may not. That's for her to make the decision. It's for me to provide the opportunity. You understand? So for her, you know, she has her car and she, you know, she's a homebody, so things here. But I make sure that when she want to get dressed, she can get dressed with the best of them, and she may not. If she can get dressed with the best of them, she want to, and if she don't want to, she ain't got to. But as a woman, as her husband, and as a man, when she come home, right, and she go in her closet, in her bedroom, she has the TV that she's going to have what she want. I'm going to provide her with everything, and she ain't materialistic. She can eat what she wants. She could go where she wants. She could do whatever she wants. That's my job. That's why I don't sleep. Dub_right side, brother, super chat. Open the phone so I could clarify on my last comment. Yeah, you know what, bro? I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. I was gonna open up the phone. So, you know, yeah, money don't provide happiness. It just puts room for error. That's what I believe. So my kids, you know, everybody can do it. So my kids, you know, they like to, you know, I like to get dressed. I like my jewelry. But I like to talk to y'all more. So I am who I am. Appreciate you, Donald. Yeah, lost the historian. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what makes me happy, talking to y'all. Now I could get dressed, go out with my friends and enjoy the night, but that's one night. I'm here with y'all 6-7 nights, you know, with my wife every day. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, it just is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Akiharo Amal, what's going on? So anyway, back to what I was talking about. So as far as a skill set, right? Appreciate you, Devon Webster. Blessings to you, great brother. Eugene Pearson, what's going on? Chef Dre Book, my brother, appreciate you too, great brother. So we have to start giving these fighters their roses. Don't wait until they're already a billionaire to say, man, this dude is successful. Well, you saw him on his way to being successful. Give him his roses as he's on his way through his journey. The best part of life to me is the journey. You understand? Not the end results, but it's the journey. You understand? When you're in a marriage, my everyday journey with my life, with my wife and my kids is the enjoyment. Every day I want to enjoy it, every bit of it. Because the journey is the best part of it. Watching them grow is the best part. Watching them. I don't have grandkids, but my wife wants grandkids, but I don't have grandkids yet. But as they're watching their journey, right? Watching them on their journey, watching them go through, and seeing them, right? That's the best part of it. So when we have these fighters like Jaron Ennis and that's 24, and Devin Haney is 23, and Shakur Stevenson is 24, and Teofimo Lopez is 24, and Tank Davis only 27, man. Christopher Colbert, Oshaki Foster, Virgil Ortiz Jr. It's cool, it's fun to say, hey, who would win? Who's the better? That's cool. That's part of the journey, enjoying their journey, enjoying their path. So that way, when these fighters, DJ Eddie King, what's going on? When these fighters get to the point of retirement, you understand what I'm saying? Because I done lived through multiple eras of fighters that don't fight no more. And I'm proud to say that I watched these guys' whole journey, Pernell Whitaker's whole journey. I watched Oscar De La Hoya's whole journey, Floyd Mayweather's from the moment Floyd Mayweather came into the moment he retired. Man, I'm proud to say, man, I got to watch Floyd Mayweather's whole career, okay? In other sports, right? In basketball, I watched Michael Jordan's whole career and LeBron James and Kobe Bryant's entire career. That's pretty cool for me to look back and say, LeBron James got, a year or two left in the NBA? Maybe 3. Okay. So in 4 years, I could tell my kids, man, I watched Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James' entire careers. I watched their entire career. Y'all got the opportunity, instead of saying, man, Boots need to prove itself. Boots need to do this. Boots need to do this. Boots need to do that. Well, how about saying, man, we got another one. Magician 989, what's going on? We got another one on the table. We got Boots is on the table. Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, they on the table. And yet we'll say stuff, oh, man, this dude ain't do nothing. He ain't prove himself. He need to fight this guy. He need to fight that guy. What are we talking about? I watched, Mr. Barrett. I watched Allen Iverson's entire career. Donald now 60 OG Grand Triple OG in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Appreciate you, Triple OG. Appreciate you. Devon Webster, brother in the super chat, said Ali said I'm the greatest before he was. And I'm glad you said that, Devon Webster. When Muhammad Ali said he was the greatest, woo-wee. Boy, see. Hindsight is always 20/20. Now everybody loved Muhammad Ali. But when Muhammad Ali said he was the greatest, how dare Muhammad Ali claim to be the greatest in the history of the sport of boxing? How dare he? That's what he was met with. Like I told you, Sugar Ray Leonard called himself Sugar. How dare he label himself Sugar Ray Leonard and when he ain't Sugar Ray Robinson? He ain't Sugar Ray Robinson. Oh, then when Sugar Shane Mosley called himself Sugar, oh, how dare he call himself Sugar Shane Mosley? He ain't Sugar Ray Robinson or Sugar Ray Leonard. Well, that's the first thing. That's the same thing you said about Sugar Ray Leonard. And now Shane Mosley turned out to be a Hall of Famer. Isn't that something? How dare Oscar De La Hoya call himself the Golden Boy? Dude turned into one of the best fighters, Mexican fighters in the history of sport of boxing. Olympic gold medalist, a 5'6" division world champion. Amazing. Amazing. So you see what I'm saying? When we see this talent on display, there's a reason that people don't want to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. There's a reason, people. And we need to acknowledge that there's a reason. You understand what I'm saying? So instead of saying, hey, Boots is overrated. Overrated? How can he be overrated? Dwayne Broussard, what's going on? What you mean he's overrated? You vowed to never box him because you saw the talent in him. You stated that you see Jaron Ennis can compete with the best fighters in their era right now at the height of their career in Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. You don't want to make a distinguish between distinction between can he win against those guys or not. Well, that tells the story. Sometimes you can tell the story without telling the story. To say, hey, man, if somebody asks you, hey, Blue, you think Jaron Ennis could beat Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford? And I say, man, I don't know, man. Well, that tells you everything you need to know, because just like everybody's saying, right? He hasn't fought for a world title, nor won a world title. So the fact that he's saying that I'm telling you it's a 50-50 fight and they already accomplished, well, that speaks volumes in itself. Ruben Langford, what's going on? That speaks volumes in itself. That tells you everything you need to know. That tells you everything you need to know. So I give you all examples of basketball examples, and then, yeah, well, this ain't basketball. No, you can, it's compatible. So here's the thing, right? LeBron James coming in the NBA. People was already saying, you think he's gonna be better than Kobe and LeBron and Michael Jordan? People was already saying when LeBron James came in the league, man, he could compete with T-Mac and Kobe right now. So that speaks volumes. That tells you everything you need to know about the skill set that you are witnessing. You ain't got to wait to acknowledge his skill set. You ain't got to wait to acknowledge his skill set and that talent. Don't wait. For what? What you waiting for? What you waiting for to say you see the skills and the talent So imagine this. Hey, you think in the NBA Finals, LeBron James' first two seasons in the NBA, you think he could beat Kobe? Everybody was waiting to see LeBron James versus Kobe in the finals. In LeBron James' first couple of years as a professional. But imagine people saying, hey, man, he's overrated. Huh? How could Boots be overrated if you can't definitively tell me that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence would beat him right now, then how could he be overrated when they are the best two fighters in the division? And they both top 3 pound-for-pound boxers in the world. Just let that sink in. 2 of the top 3 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. You telling me a 24-year-old kid that never fought for a world title, never won the world title, is a 50-50 fight with them, but at the same time say he's overrated. That don't even add up, people. That don't add up. It don't add up. Dark Gentleman 1735. I'm saying right now he'll go to sleep. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds real good, don't it? Sounds good. But then in the same token, you'll say Keith Thurman is back. Because he beat Mario Barrios. Bible English, what's going on? So if Jaron Ennis was to beat Mario Barrios coming off the loss to Tank Davis, would that solidify him and his position in the sport? Now ask yourself that question. Would you say, hey man, Jaron Ennis is solidified because he beat Mario Barrios? No, you wouldn't say such a thing, right? So then how could you say Keith Thurman is back? This is what I'm saying. Like, you understand, like, it just doesn't add up in the sport, man. And again, Shawn Porter, know I love Shawn Porter. I tell him all the time. I give him his roses and flowers every time I see him. Every time I talk to him, he'll tell you that. He knows that. But when I got to call you out when it's out there, brother. Period. Eugene Pearson, Keith Thurman paid his dues. How? How? How did he pay his dues? Tell me. I'm interested to hear this one. Yeah, Zach Nab, I saw it. Warlock, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, what's good, bro? Just showing some love and support. Most underrated content out right now. Respect, big homie. Appreciate you 1,000%, great brother. So he said Keith Thurman paid his dues. Keith Thurman had 2 big wins in his career. That's paying your dues? So 2 wins in your career solidifies you and is paying your dues. Say you hear about the NBA trade? No, what NBA trade? I'm out the loop right now. Go ahead and tell me, brother. Two wins in your career, 2 big wins in your career solidifies you and that's paying your dues. I think that y'all need to stop listening. Listen, look at it for what it is, not for what it's supposed to be. You understand? Look at it for what it is, not what it's supposed to be. Okay? So he had 2 big wins in his career. Now you're telling me he paid his dues. Philip Thompson said Keith Thurman was a great fighter. I think Keith Thurman is a great talent. Right? But how did he pay his dues, though? It's funny. People tell me that Errol Spence is still unproven. But he beat better fighters than Keith Thurman. He beat Shawn Porter, Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia, and Kell Brook in the UK for his first title opportunity. But people tell me Errol Spence still need to prove himself. Then he beat Lamont Peterson and Chris Algieri. People will tell you Terrence Crawford ain't beat nobody. Terrence Crawford ain't beat nobody. Natasha Bass, peace and blessings, queen. Terrence Crawford need to prove himself. He ain't beat nobody. Well, how Keith Thurman solidified himself if Terrence Crawford ain't solidified himself? Yoriokas Gamboa was somebody. I know people like to say, oh, Yoriokas Gamboa was a small guy. Terrence Crawford was fighting at 135. He was a lightweight. Terrence Crawford beat Gamboa, Victor Postul. Those are 2 big wins. Since you're saying he paid his dues. So then how could Terrence Crawford not have paid his dues then? This is what I'm saying, man. Y'all got to stop with it, man. My brother DJ Ghost in the building. Hey, I appreciate you, great brother, for putting me on with that. What you put me on with, great brother. I appreciate you 1000%, man. Go support my brother DJ Ghost, man. Hey, Ghost, I appreciate you 1000%, great brother, for putting me on to that, man. That changed the game for me, bro. For real. My brother DJ Ghost in the building. A1J Source J, what's going on, great brother, in the super chat? Much love to you. Curtis Robinson, what's going on? That changed the game. I appreciate you, great brother. Much love to you for putting me on to that, man. That's what's up. James Evans Jr., what's going on? So we always say, hey, man, this dude ain't pay this dude ain't, he got to do this, he got to do that. But when it come to your favorite fighter, he paid his dues already. Life Escape, what's going on? That don't add up. I appreciate you, Ghost. Yeah, but that don't add up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, here we go with the, hey, man, how is Blue Blood a fake? And when you made a Blue Blood fake channel, hey, you sat down and made up a whole channel saying Life and Times of Blue Blood Teeth, Volume 4, and then say Blue Blood is fake. Isn't that amazing, man? People will have too much spare time. How you sit down? You actually sat down with yourself and said, let me create this and let me think, how should I name this channel? You took time out to say, let me sit down and talk about a grown man's teeth. Teeth. Marty Pruitt, what's going on? My teeth. Marvin Meek Sr., what's going on? My teeth? Brother, that means you're looking at, why are you looking that hard in my face that you were talking about my teeth? And then sat down and made a whole channel about my teeth and then come in and say, hey, Blue Blood is fake. Wow, man. Amazing. Can never understand some people. I'll never understand. I'll never get it. J-Town 770, what's going on? 95 Turbo, what's going on, great brother? L. Adam, what's going on? Never understand some people, boy. I'll never get it. But I guess it's not meant for me to get, bro. It's just not meant. Smash that like button, man. Let's get the likes all the way up. Osam, what's going on? Mr. Lim, what's going on? So anyway, yeah, man, you know, it just doesn't add up. You know, and like I said, you know, I understand where he came from. Yeah, I saw a realism, right? Blue, let Boots really show us something instead of forcing him. Bro, stop it. Demetrius Clark, what's going on? Chip Game Sports TV, what's going on? V-Rock, what's going on? So Jamal Wright, Errol Spence showed you something then? Like anybody, we could go through everybody's career with a fine-tooth comb. What are you talking about? He got to show us something before. Bro, stop, man. You yourself just said you was at Most Law. What's going on? You an Errol Spence fan. How did he show you something? Watch this now. How did Errol Spence show you something? This dude is 28 wins with 26 knockouts and no loss, no draws. And you talking about let him show us something first. So how did Errol Spence show you something? Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell us how Errol Spence showed you something. Philip Thomas was on. By stopping dudes with body shots in the first round. Jaron Ennis has 28 fights and 26 knockouts and never been past the 6th round. He has more fights and knockouts than Errol Spence do. So Boots ain't stopping people? Yes or no? Hmm? Caston Dupes 81. Who's Boots' best win? 2 world champions. So because you stop a guy to the body opposed to stopping them to the head, that makes you more credible. Jamal Wright said, has Boots ever stopped somebody to the body? So because you stop somebody to the body, that makes you more credible, because if I knock you out to the head and you knock him out of the body, you're more credible? Edward Torres, what's going on? And I love Errol Spence, but I'm trying to make a point. The point is that Errol Spence got the opportunity to prove himself, but Errol Spence was getting the same runaround. And if you're a fan of Errol Spence, you should understand what Boots is going through, because Errol Spence went through the same journey. He couldn't get an opportunity because people were saying the same thing. Or who did he beat? What did he do? Who is he? How many titles did he win? And now you have Errol Spence fans. El Bay Wasad said champions. He took their belts. What champions he took their belts from? He got the opportunity. Without the opportunity, you can't take nobody belt. Everybody's untested until they fight for a title. Y'all give me a headache, man. And on that note, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. No Winslow, what's going on? Errol Spence couldn't get the opportunity. He couldn't get the look. Nobody fight him. Kell Brook was trying to avoid him as much as possible. Nobody was trying to fight Errol Spence. He got a belt. Keith Thurman wasn't trying to fight him. And everybody was saying the same thing. Oh, man, Errol Spence ain't do nothing. He ain't beat nobody. What has Errol Spence done? Same story, man. History repeats itself. It's the same old story, man. Period. But I got to get out of here, man. Y'all give me a headache. Let me get on out of here. Appreciate y'all coming through, starting up, holding me down, man, showing me love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Tomorrow, we'll be back on and back at it. Salute to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Lee Smith, 05, blessings to you, great brother. Michael James, 616, much love. I appreciate y'all 1,000%, man. We'll be back on tomorrow. And we're going to make it happen, man. Y'all already know what it is. Salute to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all 1,000%. Jamal Wright, I have the line open. Rico McCall, what's going on? You know what I'm going to do? I'm about to see Shawn Porter come on. How about that? Let's see if we can get Shawn to come on. How about that? Appreciate y'all, man. Much love to y'all, man. Be safe, man. Have a great night. Love. Peace.